All right, we're back. We're back. So let me know if you guys are hearing me okay, guys. Interception pod, are you guys hearing me okay? I think I fixed it. Each time I do this, listen, guys, I'm not even kidding. I do this every single time, and there's always a different problem. I know the interception pod. I love that you guys are in here and enjoying this. And let me know if you're hearing me okay at EXTV Studios. I'm going to load up the scores here as well. I'm doing this alone today, folks. So forgive me. But Argentina are taking on Austria. I saw interception pod say, I appreciate that interception pod. Folks, you can check out the interception pod. They have a lot of fun Trinidad Tobago content. You know, I have mine, they have theirs, and then there's Scully as well, and they are TGI right now. So interception, should I come down and check you guys at TGI? Let me know, you know. And interception, let me know where you're all watching it from. Folks, they have great content. Check them out. Check them out. It's all love in the house. So I'm going to load my clock here with my technical skills to try to multitask. So I'm alone in the studio today. You know, I did have some fun content that I put up before. You all could check out the social media as well. A lot of my Argentina gear that I got, I was very proud to boast about. So the players are coming up. Argentina got that hat-trick in the first game, Messi. And I had some concerns about Argentina and their lineup. They had a lot of injuries coming into the tournament. This is a difficult game, folks. Make no mistake. This is a difficult game. I honestly, everybody keeps saying these games are easy, and I don't know why, because they're not. And, you know, I'm glad everybody's in your interception and everybody else. I see the chats are flying in now. And like I said, it's hilarious. I do this all the time, and every time it's a different era. It's crazy, but that's live. It's raw. And I can tell you this, my Rust stream has no audio because, of course, right? Of course, it doesn't have any audio. And it's probably going to come on really loud. So let me keep it really low just in case it does come on. So the players are coming out. So, folks, let me know what you think about the starting lineups. Interception pod. Not at TGI today. Well, let me know when you're there and we'll come down. And, folks, interception, you could come on down. I don't mind if you guys come along. And, you know, I would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. And Scully and all these guys. So the players are coming out. I wouldn't lie to you, folks. Usually I'm very composed, but I could tell you today from now, I'm not going to be composed. I am not going to be composed. I'm going to be very all over the place, as you can see, walking all over. I'm looking for my drink. I'm walking around, but the players are coming out. And I think this is going to be a difficult game. Score predictions time. So usually I come on 15 minutes before and everybody gives their thoughts. But before we get started, folks, I just want to let you all know, if you want to join in the EXTV broadcast update group, you could scan that QR code you could see at the end of the screen there. And of course, show some love. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow all the socials below. We'll be doing giveaways. You qualify for a chance to do that. So, you know, make sure and check it out. And we have some articles on extvmedia.com where it's more the little nerdy tactical stuff. I have a partnership with SofaScore. So I'd like to say a special thank you to Gaston from SofaScore as well. We'll be doing a match preview and getting insight from these guys. I know a lot of you use that data. And, of course, the players are out there doing their anthem. And everybody, you know, share with your friends. I know there's a lot of Argentina fans in here today, and this is going to be a tough game. Argentina would like to secure qualification immediately to the next round. Anybody who's an Argentina fan knows it's never really straight going with Argentina since maybe 2014. 2014, even though they got to the final, you know, they had to work hard in the first game. 2018, they drew their first game and had to, we know how that turned out. They had to win against Nigeria. 2022, they lost the first game. So, you know, they really want to calm the nerves. But Austria is a very tricky team. And I can tell you, I am legitimately concerned about it. You know, like I said, we usually have our pre-match chat here. I'm going to grab my drink really quickly. Give me 1 second. And I'm back, folks, and I'm back. So I'll tell you this, folks, you know, we're here, pre-match kickoff, the teams are singing their anthems, and I'll be honest. I'm going to try to do this myself, and you all can answer me this in the chat here, folks. Everybody in here right now, I have a TikTok stream, and TikTok is saying that my stream is not my stream, which is hilarious. So make sure and support me for those on TikTok as well to join in. And, you know, Interception Pod, I'd love to hear your thoughts. You did some great commentary last time, so one of these days we could collaborate and do some commentary as well. I'd love to do that. Scully, boy. Oh, the whole crew is inside here. Welcome, Scully. Scully's another great content creator in Trinidad and Tobago, folks. He loves Ike Athens. And I hope I pronounced that correct, Scully, did I? Levi Garcia from Trinidad and Tobago played there, and he has a lot of content and insight along with Interception Pod, and we are biased. And all of us have our different takes and our different styles, and I love that. A lot of love to you guys. I really appreciate the support, guys. This is a big one. As I said, the teams are singing their anthems. My Rush Sports is not getting any audio, and perhaps maybe that's okay. So I really appreciate the love, guys. And like I said, folks, before we start, I'm going to be very emotional in this, folks. I'm going to be very emotional. This is the team I love. The club I love is Inter Milan. So all the analysis goes out the window here. I know sometimes I tend to revert to analysis mode, but it's going to be very difficult for me. And like I said, before we start, follow me on all the socials here. I'm trying to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. The Interception Pod. Blessings, brother. Yes. Same to you all, man. Same to you all. Great content. And maybe when you're all in TGI, tell me I'll come. I always buy wings in TGI, so it's funny that you all never saw me there. I don't go to that branch. Will the GOAT break the record today? We'll see. Scully, we'll see. Scully, I would lie to you. I am always nervous about every game because I think the game has changed. I think there are no easy games. If somebody tells me, hey, we're going to get a 2-0 victory before the game starts, I would take it. But Austria is a very difficult team. I don't know. I heard analysts saying this is going to be an easy group for Argentina. I don't know why. As we've seen in the tournament so far, a lot of teams struggled in their opening games. And, because the tournament is expanded, it's a little bit different. But, for me, I just want Argentina to win. I'm an Argentina fan first. And, of course, if Messi breaks it, well, even better. Argentina is better when Messi is in that form. So we're all worried about him coming into the tournament. I was worried, he had those injuries. I started watching the MLS a little bit more. And, he's been managing his body. They had some hamstring injuries and so on. So I'm trying to see the lineup. I tried to put the lineup on my screen, but I'm not getting enough. It wasn't looking good, so I took it off. So, folks, I have on the home jersey. I almost wore the away. You can't really see it in the background. And I have a little hilarious photo shoot. I am no model. I'm just going to say that right now, but you can check out that. So, like I said, folks, I'm trying to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. It's a bold goal. I'm in the 3,000 range. So, by the end of the World Cup, we do have a Trinbago and Caribbean and global audience. I really appreciate that. So, I'd really love everybody, if you haven't done so before, to follow and, on all the different social media, Instagram, etc. We're live on TikTok as well. And in fact, I'm going to check my TikTok because, guys, maybe you all could explain this to me. TikTok always tells me that I'm reproducing content and I'm not. But anyway, so Argentina 4-4-2. Emiliano Martinez, Facundo Medina, Lisandro Martinez, Cristian Romero, Nanuel Molina, Thiago Almada, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul. How was that, fellas? Roll the tongue. Lautaro Martinez, Lionel Messi. So the same lineup and the same formation from the last game, from what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to heal out my people on TikTok as well. Lautaro Martinez and Messi up front. Oops, my audio is on. Yes. So, folks, if you're in here, let me know where you are, where you're from. And I'm seeing the viewers piling on, so I really appreciate that. Austria is going to play with the 4-2-3-1 formation. And, of course, a lot of people are talking about David Alaba. But, they have Sabitzer and a lot of great players in this team. And I'm telling you, folks, this is not going to be an easy game. My general composure that I usually have is not going to be here. I went absolutely nuts in the last game because my rush feed did not come on immediately, and I missed about 20 minutes of the game. So like I said, I'm here on TikTok as well, folks. So I'm seeing Lara saying hello, and of course I'm paying attention to the TikTok chat because a couple times they told me that my feed was not my own, which is hilarious because who would not be my feed? So everybody in the TikTok, I see Lara's joining the TikTok as well. Hello, Lara. And I saw the likes coming in, so be sure to support me as well in there. And, of course, I'm monitoring my TikTok chat as well. I'm trying to do all this myself. So let's get the kickoff right, folks. Let's get the kickoff right. Let me see if I can get the timing right. All right. So I'm not seeing the clock on the screen where I could do the countdown. I wanted to do the countdown. The 5, 4. And we're off. And we're off, folks. Argentina in possession. And I'm paying attention to everything right now. Everybody in TikTok as well. Let me know what's going on. And we are off. We are off. The game has begun. And I'm seeing subscribers coming in as well. I'll keep Argentina being very patient in possession here. Cuti Romero. Walking the ball very casually. Stefan Nagasa, welcome. Stefan Nagasa, welcome to the TikTok. I'm seeing Argentina joined. Did the nation join the TikTok feed as well? So like I said, folks, we're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So you all could follow us there. Let's get to the 10,000 mark. We want to get, James and I set that goal for the end of the World Cup. It's crazy, but who knows? So Argentina holding possession here. And we're 44 seconds in. So like I said, folks, be sure to let me know your thoughts. I'm going to get Nyla. Oh, hey, Nyla, what's that? Following the commentary, go Argentina. Yes, yes. So Nyla is my sister-in-law. My favorite one. Oh, my goodness, Nyla. You heard what I said? So, yes. So, usually I'm very composed when I do these things. Usually I have a guest, but today I wanted to be by myself because I go nuts when I do these things. And, we're aiming for that 10,000 mark. So, keep doing that, folks. Argentina, very patient. Lisandro McAllister dropping deep into that centre-back position. Austria pressing, as expected. Eventually they would. So Argentina trying to play patiently out of press. Nice combination play. Messi dropping deep here. And I'm seeing the commentary coming in as well. I really like that as well. Argentina with their first. Enzo into Lautaro, is it? Forcing a corner there. It's Almada, sorry. It's Almada. El Payaso, Almada. Almada again. Yeah, I'm guessing El Payaso, you're not happy about Almada. Listen, I like Almada. I think he didn't have a great season at Atletico Madrid. I don't know what it is with Simeone and the Argentinians. I think he was offside as well. I think Almada is an exciting player. He's kind of like what Papu Gomez used to be, but I think he didn't have a great season with Atletico. But for the qualifiers for Argentina, he was very strong. Scaloni said before this match that all the players are available, which is good, because there were a lot of injuries. My one concern is Medina. I know a lot of people like him, but I generally don't know. I'm still not 100% sold on him. So, folks, until Argentina get that first goal and this game is done, I'm going to be tense. Bounty Boss just joined. Welcome, Steven Nagasa and Lara. Lara, is that you, Lara? Like Lara? Niece Lara? Is that you? Brian Lara? Lara Croft? So I want to say a special shout out to everybody. We had people from Qatar. We had a guy on the train in Tokyo last time. People in the UK, Mexico, Curacao. And I love that this tournament, and we have the technology that is allowing us to communicate and build this community in a way that hasn't been done before. So Austria pressing, but Argentina doing well enough to play out of that press. Messi, once again, on a very smooth delivery, an overlapping run from Medina. Lautaro inside. Is that a pen? Is that a pen? Lautaro is calling for a pen. Messi still has the ball. There are a lot of calls for a penalty. Lautaro is still down. And Austria, of course, is not paying attention. But Lautaro is still down, which is not a good sign for Argentina. Because, as you all know, Julian Alvarez, the Spider-Man, has recently come back from an injury. So I don't know what's going to happen. Argentina seems to be keeping possession. The ref is now paying attention. Lautaro has been down and he's in pain. And he's not a diver. So, he's not the kind of guy that would just roll on the floor. So let's see. Let's take a look at the replay here. Lautaro, he goes in. Ooh, folks. That looks like a pen, Interception. Scully, what do you all think? I didn't see any one of those players getting any foot to the ball, And Lautaro has an ankle injury. He is in pain. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. And I'm hoping the injury didn't reoccur. He's not the kind of guy to dive and roll around, folks. That's not his style. But I'm being honest with you. I don't think the VAR is even looking. Honestly, not just the Argentina game, but a lot of games I felt as if, I don't know if it's a new rule, but I saw a lot of calls like in the Scotland game. James could, bear with me. Oh, Lautaro looks like he's in a lot of pain, folks. He's in a lot of pain. Trish just joined. Welcome, Trish. Like I said, folks, I'm keeping an eye on my TikTok because for some reason, TikTok wants to tell me sometimes that my stream is not mine. I'm seeing lots of people. Rajesh joined. Christian joined. Wow, people are flying in, folks. Anthony Sandy. Wow, it's so much. I can't even keep up. So I hope you guys are liking this. This is a serious game. Lautaro is not looking okay, folks. This is not good for Argentina. I'm looking at the physios here. As you all know, Alvarez had that injury. Lautaro in the last World Cup had an injury. McAllister is gesturing to the ref. I'm seeing some of the fans with their hands. This could be a penalty, folks. This could be a penalty. MD Habib has just followed. Welcome, Habib, from Facebook. Welcome as well. So we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and so on. I'm trying my best to do this on my own. Like I said, we're trying to get to 10,000 followers. But they're checking for the penalty, folks. Chat. Everybody, do you think it's a pen? I think it is. It's not because I'm an Argentina fan I'm saying that. From what I'm seeing, neither player made contact with the ball. Neither player. And I'm also, in addition to that, I think it's a penalty. Chat, let me know in the comment section. Lautaro literally got his ankles torn off. I saw the replay, folks. There was no contact with the ball. There was no... And for those people who say in the last World Cup, Argentina only got penalties, I just get really annoyed with those people because they were legit. Except for one. I think there was one you could probably argue. So they're looking at it. And folks, that's another thing. Getting the penalty and converting the penalty is a whole other thing, guys. It's a whole other thing. So if you're just joining us, we're already approaching the 6-minute mark. McAllister and the ref are having some discussion. So the ref is going to take a look, folks. Listen, even if you're not a biased fan, the ref is forcefully gesturing to Alaba, sorry, to step away. Kutan Charles, welcome. So I see my people are flying in as well. So everybody, do you think it's a pen? Let's take a look at the screen. I'm seeing the replay. Not one player. Both players tackled. They got Lautaro first. And then after, they got contact on the ball. So to me, it's a no-brainer. I think the ref is under a lot of pressure. Almost like he doesn't want to give the penalty. But I'm looking at it here. Look, so there's another angle I'm looking at here. TikTok, what do you think? So let's see. I'm not getting any audio on my rush feed, folks. So I don't even know what the ref is saying. He's gesturing the players to step away. I think, is it a pen? I think it is. So SofaScore said it. So apparently my stream on TV here is a couple seconds behind. Wow. So that is a bleep bleep penalty by Candice. So all right, folks. So KCD Unruly Sinful Thinking has joined. So folks, like I said, show some love for the TikTok as well, because for whatever reason, TikTok tells me this is not my stream. It's me. This is my stream. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you doing that to me? So there's a penalty for Argentina, folks. There is a pen. And of course, Leo Messi. I hate looking at these things, man. I hate looking at these things. Keepers are better at saving penalties now. Penalties are not as easy as people think. They have so much data. Folks, I work in data. I'm an analyst. I worked a long time ago, with some clubs and national teams. You have so much information. You have sheets where keepers now have so much insight where even if they base their dives based on data alone, they could probably have a higher percentage of saving just looking at patterns. So, Messi, the last thing. So let's see. Let's see, folks. I'm a little worried here. I'm a few seconds behind. So some of you may be seeing this before me. TikTok. Everybody, KC, everybody as well. Facebook. Oh my goodness. Messi missed the penalty. Messi missed the entire goal, folks. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is not good. This is not good at all. Oh my gosh. I just got an instant headache there. Instant headache. That would have calmed the nerves so much, folks. So now, when you miss a penalty, it galvanizes the other team. It sometimes breaks the other team. Now, this is a team that has a lot of tough players mentally, but I could tell you that was not a good penalty at all. And I could tell you, I love Leo. Jason, I come back from lunch, turn on the TV, and do I see penalty for Argentina? Well. Come on, Jason. You're welcome. I think you're from Curacao. But it was a legit penalty. I don't know why people keep saying FIFA gives Argentina penalties. Let's look at the replay. It was a straightforward penalty. But Messi missed. So I guess you would be happy. But the Argentina fans, of course, are in full swing. This is not the ideal. I would not have liked this. Why is it as an Argentina fan we have to suffer? Why do we have to suffer? Why can't we just get, I honestly don't mind a boring win. I don't mind a boring win. I'm seeing Morinuzan Islam has followed on Facebook as well. So I appreciate that, folks. So Argentina, Austria now will probably have that pep in their step now. Usually when the goalkeeper saves that penalty. Medina shielding the ball well. Drawing a foul. I'm hoping Lautaro is okay. So I'm drinking my matcha. I usually drink water or matcha, folks. I don't like that Messi missed that penalty. I'm seeing the ref cam here. So he tried to get the player to dive, and the player dived, and the goalkeeper dived in the right direction, and he saved it. My gosh. So people in TikTok as well. I'm keeping an eye on my TikTok, because TikTok, for some reason, always tells me you know, my feed is not my own, and that's very annoying. So people in the TikTok, I see Casey, everybody else has joined. So, you know, like support my I see top viewers, Maurice Charles Joseph. I had to look away for a second. So now, you know, obviously, free kick. Free kick for Austria. Wow. If you're just joining us, folks, a penalty missed for Argentina. It was indeed a penalty. Yes, Jason. Welcome, Jason. Jason, you're from Curacao, correct? Jason, do you think I should do a watch-along for the Curacao game? I think that was a great draw they got. So, Lisandro the Butcher Martinez getting a foul. And, you know, this is exactly what Argentina don't need. So, we're approaching the 11th minute on my stream. I'm guessing some of you may be ahead due to time differences, maybe by a couple of seconds. But Messi got a penalty. Lautaro Martinez was fouled in the box and it was missed. It was missed. You know, this is not the ideal start. I told people at the very beginning of this game, this is going to be a difficult game. There are no easy games. And like I said, folks, people in the TikTok as well. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what's happening because I want support from the TikTok people as well because TikTok has been telling me this is not my feed. This is mine, TikTok. This is mine. There's no reproduced content. So we're live in all those places. So Austria with a free kick. We have to hope there's some bit of foul play going on off the play with Rodrigo de Paul. I think he was elbowed, but, you know, nothing. I didn't get to wear my long sleeve today, folks. I forgot it at home. So this could be dangerous, you know. Alaba. A set piece just in the middle area of the pitch. I guess he's going to deliver it into the box. Let's see if Argentina can deal with this. Two players offside and running onside. Dealt with by Molina. Still in possession for Bosnia as well. Molina, who didn't have the best of seasons, but toward the end of the season, he started getting some form. And apparently discovered a long-range bullet, it seems. So Argentina, you know, as expected, you know, they're not going to dominate the entire game. Austria will put up a physical fight. They have great players. And like I said, you know, missing that penalty was not great. He should have given it to Lautaro. Lautaro looked like he was injured. And I think, you know, Argentina needs to make sure and bounce back from this because, you know, the psychological impact, although this is a tough team that's been there and done that, you know, they have gotten the ability to recover. But missing that penalty, my goodness. It shows that, you know, Messi is human. And even in the Copa America, remember, folks, against Ecuador, you know, he's not superhuman at penalties. And like I said, even before the penalties, way more difficult to get those. So people on my TikTok as well, let me know what's going on if you're following Facebook as well. Be sure to like, follow, comment. I'm seeing Azifin Zamajola has followed on Facebook. So I'm getting a lot of followers on Facebook as well. So people, let me know where you are. I know some people are working in Trinidad Tobago. It's different time zones all over the planet. Nyla, if you guys are watching, let me know where you're watching it from. You know, we had Terry Fennick in the studio a couple days ago. Then we had James for the Scotland game. Jason, do you want me to do a Curacao watch along as well? So there's a free kick here. Like I said, I'm monitoring my TikTok as much as possible because of that thing I told you about. So McAllister getting a foul just outside the box there. So a free kick in a dangerous position for Austria. You know, they're obviously going to try to whip into the box. So, you know, Romero and Lisandro Martinez are going to have to do their job clearing this. This is a dangerous spot. And, you know, like I said, my analysis mode is completely out the window now, folks. I'm a proper Argentina fan now. So, like I said, little squabbling in the box. There's a lot of complaining about something there. Lautaro is talking about, I hope Lautaro is okay because he did recover from an injury. So, is that Sabitzer taking the free kick? Chat, let me know who that is. And it's whipped in. Not a good delivery. Blocked by McAllister. Come on, Rush. What is going on here? My Rush feed is glitching. It's not a live stream. This is TV. So Messi on the ball here. Doing well to... trying to release Rodrigo de Paul. But getting muscled out. So I'm hoping now, you know, that penalty miss doesn't affect his performance. And, you know, it definitely revitalized Austria. And Molina claiming that he got a throw-in, but the ref, that's a bit of a strange call. So he gave the throw-in to Austria. Sabitzer with a quick throw-in. I'm seeing Rafael Muniz Noveron. Welcome from Facebook. Let me know where you're from, everybody. Let me know where you're from. And, of course, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. We want to get to that 10,000 mark That's the plan for the World Cup, folks. That is the plan. We already are at 3,000 on YouTube, so we want to get higher. Austria trying to muscle their way in. Enzo with a bit of a casual clearance, claiming a handball. Amin Omar is the ref, folks. Amin Omar. So you know what? When I get a chance, I'm gonna put this phone on the stand. So Stefan Jagasa, everybody else, let me know what's going on, folks. Whoever is on TikTok, be sure to keep it going, because like I said, I keep monitoring my TikTok, because TikTok keeps telling me this is not my stream. I mean, if it's not my stream, who is it? This is not reproduced content. This is mine, folks. Extra Time TV. So be sure to join in as well. They're showing some replay of the fan reactions on penalty miss. The penalty was missed. Why must we suffer, folks? Why must we suffer? Remember the final. Ajit Taluk there. Tell me where you're from. I'm seeing from Facebook as well. So the followers are going up on Facebook as well, folks. Austria trying to create a foray, a wide ball. They're doing a lot of play down the right side to Sabitzer. Across. I think Medina probably should have headed that to safety. He thought it was going out of play, but he left it and it bounced back in. And I think Austria did well to keep it in, but the ref says it's out. So Argentina are going to have to recover from this that penalty miss and make sure Messi gets back into the game. You know, these guys are experienced. But against a team like this, you're going to have to take your chances. So we're approaching the 70th minute. Everybody in the chat, let me know what you're thinking so far. What do you think about the performance of both teams? Even if you're not an Argentina fan, let me know what's going on. You know, all the teams have been doing really well. Argentina would like to seal qualification today. But as I told everybody at the beginning of this stream, this is not going to be an easy game. I would have loved if Messi scored that first goal. It would have calmed a lot of nerves. But unfortunately, he didn't. Let me know what you think about the penalty as well. So Lisandro as well. Argentina probing patiently. Not rushing the play. Almost at walking pace. Lisandro and Cuti Romero keeping the ball at the back very confidently. Austria keeping everything down. Rofik Bepari. Let me know where you're from as well. Be sure to like and follow on all the socials as well. McAllister was fouled off the ball. You know, that was, you know, they have to be a bit careful, because let's say one of those calls don't go Argentina's way. They'll be free. I'm seeing some USA fans here on the feed. I'm guessing they're taking in the game. I'm a little bit envious. I wish I was there. So Argentina, I think since the penalty miss, look a little bit off sync. And, you know, that's credit to Austria. Austria has, as expected, you know, giving a little bit of a fight back. They have quality players. So this is going to be a different challenge from Algeria. Algeria as well, you know, even though Argentina scored the goals, were a bit of a challenge. This kind of reminds me of the Poland game a little bit last time around. So Lisandro once again in possession. And Enzo going to the middle. Lionel Messi doing well to keep possession. Trying to release Lautaro. Could Lionel Messi score? Leo! Oh my goodness. The ref with an amazing save. Messi was in, beat two players. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was close. So Messi still has that ability. A lot of people are concerned that when he went to Inter Miami, it may have, you know, dulled his senses, slowed him down a little bit. And, you know, he's older now. He's 38. He got that hat-trick. And how he would be able to handle, you know, the physical game. But he still has those moments. He has evolved his game as well. So like I said, you know, that was really close. Really, really close, folks. So people in the TikTok as well. Let me know what's going on as well. Twitch everywhere. So Argentina, folks, probing once again. Let me take a few seconds to put this phone on a tripod. So I hope you guys are still hearing me. Because I can't keep looking at this phone like this. Oops. So Argentina. Oh my goodness. So everybody in here, of course, you know, drop those comments. So this is the replay of Messi beating his defender easily. But, Alaba getting a touch in the end. I'm seeing a guy that I swore I met in Paris on the train. When I went to the Olympic Games. I am sure that's the same guy. I am sure. But anyway, Argentina here probing. You know, the momentum. I guess we'll take a look at the momentum afterwards. But like I said, folks, everybody in here, let me know what's going on. Let me know in the chat what you're thinking. You supporters from all over the world. Even if you're not supporting Argentina, let me know. Argentina, Austria in a very defensive posture. Argentina trying to attack centrally with those through balls. Not too much wide play. Austria trying to close down the passing lanes. A very physical game. Rodrigo de Paul is calling for a handball. Sabitzer stopped by Molina. Very physical, scrappy game in the middle here right now. I feel as if Austria has been very theatrical right now. I don't know, man. I'm like, even with the penalty, the ref took really long. So Amin Omar is saying dial it back. Alba is trying to gesture. Pablo Aymar and Scaloni is like, ref, relax. Let's take a look at the replay before I judge the guy. I think it's just a 50-50 challenge, but I think they're trying to play the ref a little bit. So, no, man. It was anybody who played football would know that's just a shoulder charge. A shoulder charge. So everybody in here, TikTok. Lorena Ramdin has joined on the TikTok as well. Lorena, my gosh, we missed that penalty. And, you know, of course, I'm seeing the subscribers flying as well. Afrat Islam Rakib, welcome. So I'm seeing people on TikTok, Facebook, everything else. Is DePaul injured? Why is he coming off? Why is Rodrigo DePaul coming off? I hope he's not injured. He's such a crucial player. Oh, that was a hard tackle on Rodrigo. Straight into the knee. And of course, you know, nobody talks about these things because it's Argentina, right? Because apparently we don't get fouled, you know, where FIFA loves us. I don't know where they were for all those finals that we lost. So I hope Rodrigo is okay. Scaloni is just saying for him to get back on the pitch. So Argentina playing with one man down at the moment. So I need him to get back on the pitch, folks. We need him to get back on the pitch. So I see a lot of people in the live chat right now, folks. Argentina, we're in the 21st minute. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Lionel Messi missing that penalty, folks. And we're here at EXTV Studios live on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And, you know, Austria with some possession on top of the box here. A cross in. Dangerous. Could be dangerous, but cleared by Cuti Romero. So if it's one thing I tell you guys about this Argentina team is that they're not afraid to sit back and, you know, lock stuff down. It has worked mostly in the past, but in the last World Cup we saw, you know, that was a long time ago. It's a different cycle. But Scaloni is not afraid to do that. So, you know, Austria, Sabitzer with the corner here. And, you know, this is not the Argentina team that will just have like boatloads of possession. They can if they want to. They are capable of it, but they also are not afraid to, you know, allow a certain amount of possession. So whipped in. Is this a free shot? Oh no, Argentina clearing it. Messi trying to start a counter-attack here. I don't think Molina read Messi's pass there. A little bit out of sync. Or was it Medina? Messi trying to quickly release Medina. So I really think... Oh, it's the first water break. Wow. It's the first water break already, folks. So, folks, it's a water break now. People on TikTok as well. I'm paying attention to my TikTok to make sure everything is okay. Because, like I said in the past, you know, TikTok gave me a hard time last time. Because apparently someone reported and said my TikTok is not me. So like everybody who's in the TikTok right now, be sure to drop comments. Let me know what's going on, where you all are. I know a lot of people are in work right now. Some of my friends who couldn't come over today. Andre Jones wanted to come, but he can't. So we're in the 23rd minute. It's the hydration break. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Missed penalty by Messi. So, you know, I know a lot of you Cristiano Ronaldo fans are going to be loving that. Because that's how you guys are. I'm not. I don't rejoice in, you know, when he flounders. But, you know, listen, that's the game. That is the game, folks. So if you're just joining me, we're at EXTV Studios. I know there's people all over. Jason. Oh, yeah, hydration break. So everybody's in here while the water break is going on. Let me know where you all are from. I saw a lot of people on Facebook, on TikTok as well, on Twitch. Let me know where you all are from. Like I said, folks, just a quick update. That QR code that you're seeing on the screen there, if you want WhatsApp updates as well, where we have our schedule and release dates and EXTV media articles with our partnership with SofaScore, all our social media content, and just to keep up to speed with us during the World Cup. You could scan that and you will enter our WhatsApp group. And of course, you know, no spam. Please be respectful, folks. Come on. And people in the TikTok as well, you know, when you like, follow, subscribe on all our socials, on Instagram, on YouTube, and comment and all these things, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a prize. A jersey of your choice, of your club and country, or maybe a copy of EA FC 27, folks. And we had a couple of winners over the last couple of months. So, you know, initiative, folks. So I'm seeing a replay of Messi when he missed the penalty. I think Messi needs to regrow the beard. Maybe he'll get back into his mode, but he's very annoyed. So clearly I'm thinking I may be a couple seconds off. So Jason and everybody else is in here. So let me, I don't know why my notifications are not showing up, but I'm going to say a big shout out to Ashraf Islam Rakib. Welcome. and everybody else as well. I'm seeing notifications popping up as well. Oh, so there we go on top of the screen. It's popping up. It's a little zombie thingamajig. So we see when you all subscribe, folks. So I know Nyla was on the chat. That's my brother's wife. I think they're probably in Houston right now. So you all, I want to say a special hello to Andy, Nyla, Lara, and Mia, whoever you all are. I really appreciate your support and everybody else out there. It's great to have you all. I may or may not end up in the States before this World Cup is done. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I have to work for that to happen, but I'm enjoying these live watch-alongs. And of course, James and I will be doing our daily wrap-up shows as well. Everybody. So like I said, folks, the water break, it looks like it's wrapping up. Scaloni will be able to have his discussion. And this is where I was telling people where the watch-alongs have their pros and cons. Where in this case, you could have a discussion with your player. You could have tactical discussions. It basically has made the game into a basketball game now. It's quarters now. And I think it has changed the dynamics, the momentum. Coaches can now have discussions. It's basically a free window where you could talk really quickly with your players. And, Lionel Messi and the Austrian coach could have some quick discussions. And I use an example like in the last World Cup final. I think if there were breaks in the last World Cup, that final would not have been as crazy as it was. I think that momentum break would have probably actually hurt France, I think. But you could let me know your thoughts about that, folks. So we're back. 26 minutes in, approaching the 27 minute. On my Rush feed, there's no audio on my feed, folks. Because, of course, Rush, you're losing plenty marks. You're losing plenty marks, Rush. So like people in the chat, I don't mind using another feed. But like people in the TikTok as well, let me know what's going on. And Twitch. And I'm seeing the followers really piling up here, folks. So, Austria in possession. And like I said, if you're just joining us, it's been an eventful first 27 minutes. Lautaro getting a penalty and, unfortunately, Messi not converting. Austria not really creating any clear chances yet, but they are a dangerous team. And Argentina, I'm wondering if they got affected from that penalty miss. We'll see. Scaloni must have spoken to his players. These guys are experienced. They are behind Lionel Messi, but it's a team. And a lot of people ask me, what am I going to do when Messi retires? Well, folks, I'll remind you all I'm an Argentina fan. So I've been supporting Argentina since before Messi, and I'll support them afterwards. But, we're witnessing a generational player. Molina with a bit of a careless pass there. So Argentina with a little bit of sloppy, I won't say sloppy, but a bit of a giveaway. A quick release there. Cuti Romero and Molina doubling up there and forcing a corner. So Argentina is going to have to try to really be calm and secure the 6 points. I mean, that's, to me, the main objective. Get the 6 points and, don't take anything for granted. And honestly, this team is not complacent at all. After what happened against Saudi Arabia, if there was any, I don't think there's any. There are no easy team, folks. And you people who keep saying that, stop coming out every 4 years and watching football. The casual fans, that's okay. I forgive you guys. But for the people who barely watch football, come on, there are no easy teams. No easy teams. So, a corner here. Lautaro with an acrobatic clearance. And, Austria. Enzo should have done better there. I think he was gesturing to McAllister to get the ball there. Austria going down the left side constantly. So, clearly they have identified an area of attack for them. The majority of the attacks from what I'm seeing is down the left side. Argentina doubling up well. McAllister and DePaul doubling up there, and they're getting another throw-in as well. So I don't know if there's a tactical change. The analyst from Austria is seeing something down the Argentina right side. Lautaro is complaining it should be a handball against the Austrian player, but I guess it was unintentional. But a very acrobatic clearance from Lautaro. Lauti for my Inter Milan fans. So like I said, folks, I'm legit nervous about these games. I suffer through all these games. I definitely suffer. I'm seeing the viewers really going up. McAllister doing enough to shield the ball. There's a little bit of feistiness there between McAllister and Sabitzer. They're trying to to get under the Argentine skin, kind of like what the Dutch did in the last World Cup. So far, I think the ref has done an okay job. I felt as if, the penalty, he was trying really hard not to give that penalty, but it was undeniable in the end. So, once again, Argentina in possession. And we have just reached the half an hour mark, folks. And it's 0-0. I'm going to sneeze, folks. Excuse me. So, Argentina Like I said, I think this was going to be a close game from the beginning, and it turns out I'm right so far. I would love if I was wrong about these games, folks. I mean, in situations like this, when it comes to Argentina, I would love if it's like it's a boring game and we win like 5-0 and it's uneventful. But of course, it's Argentina. We don't get that, right? It always has to be dramatic. It always has to be dramatic. We always have to suffer. So, McAllister with a nice through ball there. Lionel Messi in that dangerous pocket. Messi has the ball, but poked away at the last moment in that dangerous zone that Messi likes with that left foot. And it was poked away at the last minute because you know Messi was going to take a shot in that area. Rodrigo de Paul. So Argentina picking their moments. Not afraid to be patient with the ball here. Not afraid to be patient with the ball there. So people who wanted the TikTok as well, be sure to drop some comments and follows. Messi on top of the box here. Nice ball to Enzo. Ooh. Leo. Well stopped by Alba. That was clear on goal. Keeper was on the ground. And a goal, I shouldn't say a goal line clearance, but Argentina basically had the keeper on the ground there. And they did well. So let's see. A beautiful ball by Enzo to Almada, who whipped in the Messi combination play. Did well to beat the offside trap. And Alba doing well. Is it Alba? I can't tell. The replay, let's see. So Lionel Messi with a one-time pass. Yes, it was Alba. Getting that crucial tackle to bail out his keeper there. The keeper was fully exposed and doing what a defender should do. Actually, I think... Is it Alba? Alaba. Sorry, what am I saying? I keep saying, I keep forgetting it's not Jordi Alba. So Rodrigo de Paul, a lot of people are talking about his Inter Miami form. And, he seems to be a different player for Argentina. Lautaro out wide. Looking for a cross. Cut back to the top of the box. And, well intercepted by Austria. Argentina, when they are ready, they can't press. Rodrigo de Paul out wide. Keeping possession. He does keep possession really well. I said Sela. I saw Sela Fury has followed on Facebook. Welcome, Sela. Of course, let me know where you all are from as well in the comment section and in the chat. I'll be monitoring as much as I can. So Argentina now. Restarting play. Passing the ball back. I have to tell you, folks, I will not be relaxed until Argentina has like a 2-0 cushion. Why must we suffer, folks? Why must we suffer? Why must we suffer, folks? Like I said, folks, let's keep the comments going, and I want to get the following up. Argentina being very patient, folks. Very patient. And we're here in the EXTV studios. I have my Argentina merch, as I always do. I had some cool gear. You could check that out on Instagram. And so we have a bunch of different content, folks. Lots of stuff. Forgive me if I'm not doing too much share talking today, but like I said, we want to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark, folks. And all the socials. Share with your friends and family and drop those comments. And then, well, of course, as usual, we'll have our customary halftime chat. So Argentina being very patient, not recklessly attacking. This is a team with a lot of experience. They're used to playing different ways. So they're not a team that's going to panic in a lot of ways. So Rodrigo de Paul drifting out wide. Like I said, this is Scaloni's favored 4-4-2 formation. They're probing. Austria closing down the passing lane. So Argentina kind of quietly probing, looking for that gap, which is probably the right way to approach it. There's no need to recklessly attack and, calmly get back in the game. Rodrigo de Paul. So they're passing around the shape of Austria. Austria doing well to narrow the options for Argentina. So it's almost like they're trying to draw Austria out. And Austria, of course, are not afraid to press. So as you can see here, I think Argentina are trying to pull them out. Initially, Austria was pressing Argentina, but you could see they are allowing Argentina to come to the halfway line and then press. Not aggressively. They are just closing the passing lanes, which is a tactic I liked, as a player, and even with teams I worked with. I play at university level, folks, and I'm not a pro. But I did play at a decent level where I worked around professional coaches, and, sometimes, you have to play with the players you have. A lot of people like to see the beautiful tiki-taka football. Rodrigo de Paul with a lovely pass. Lionel Messi trying to release Almada. But Austria doing well to read it. So Austria's shape right now, Lissandro, it's amazing for his height how he wins those headers. I think that's a bit of a Sabitzer going to the ground a bit easy there. I mean, he's a massively strong guy, but I mean, I guess you're using whatever advantage you can get. Molina getting in. De Paul laughing because he knows. There's a shot of Mario Kempes, the legendary striker who won the World Cup for Argentina in what year, folks? What yeah, let me know in the chat as well. So I know everybody are quiet right now and watching the game, but folks, Argentina, 35th minute, Messi missing a penalty. Bosnia trying to create an attack here, but well read by Lisandro Martinez, who has had his injuries, but it seems like he recovered in time for the World Cup. So did Cuti Romero for Tottenham, who just barely stayed up in the EPL. So, you know, it's great to have these players back in form. I was very concerned because I know a lot of these players are coming back from injury. And, you know, it's good to have. And then they also have Otamendi as the experienced defender there. I guess he's kind of like Pazzella for the last World Cup. Austria trying a bit of a combination play there, but eventually it was closed on by Rodrigo de Paul. Lautaro Martinez alone up front. I don't know if he has the pace to really take on all those players. Slowing the play down. Enzo Fernandez probably should have gone for the shot there. I think he was trying to lay it back unselfishly to Lautaro. I thought maybe he should have taken the shot there. But did well. Cuti Romero gesturing to Sabitzer to get up. I think Sabitzer has been rolling around all game, folks. I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm an Argentina fan, but he has been rolling around a lot. He needs to stop. Even the ref looks annoyed with him. Romero is not paying too much attention to him, but he's clearly rolling around a lot. I think I saw that in the Scotland game. So everybody in the chat as well, let me know what's going on. Rodrigo de Paul loves this area. He's looking for that ball. He has the ability to thread those balls in. Oh, Almada just not in sync. Rodrigo de Paul looking a little bit annoyed. So I don't know if that Atletico Madrid stint for Almada may have hurt his confidence a little bit because he was playing really well in France, at Lyon. Romero doing what he does. He's a very uncompromising defender, folks. Come on, Argentina. Vamos! This is a very cagey game, folks. This is a very cagey game. Vlog of Shol Vai has followed. Am I pronouncing that correctly on Facebook? So I'm getting a lot of Facebook follows, folks. I want to get some on YouTube as well. If you haven't subscribed, everybody in here right now, subscribe as well. So Argentina 0, Austria 0. Folks, chat, everybody. Let me know what you're doing. What do you think about this game? Do you think Argentina are going to secure 6 points today? I don't even want to say this, but do you think there's going to be an upset? As you know, Argentina in the last 2 World Cups, it has been, you know, tough going in the group stages. You know, even in 2014, it was tough. You know, it was a hard game coming out of the group. Molina and Romero not in sync there. Scaloni barking out instructions. So they're looking back at the replay. So if you look at the replay, Sabitzer actually elbowed Romero. So he's definitely playing dirty. The ref is going to have to take a look at that. So Almada on the play here, overlapping run. Medina to Almada. Leo! Goal! Lionel Messi, folks! He may not score the pens, but he loves that. He loves that goal, folks. Lionel Messi opens the scoring once again, breaking the record, folks. Lionel Messi. What a goal, folks. What a goal. And listen, Austria has been playing well, folks. Just like Algeria. Take nothing away, but what a brilliant finish. I actually thought Almada messed up, but he knew Messi was coming in, and he loves that one-time pass. He loves it. Loves it. I love it. Lionel. Wow, this is going to be a hilarious highlight reel, folks. So I've seen Fumlar Jaka has followed. Folks, let me know where you're from as well in Facebook as well, and follow my socials. Lionel Messi has now opened the scoring. So you can see a lovely, I think Almada started the play. Enzo letting it go out to Medina. Medina with a very cheeky cutback to Almada, who was away enough to let the ball go to Messi. And he loves that one-time flick. We've seen it so many times. It curls around the defender and the goalkeeper. And, you know, they're positioned well. But trust me, folks, I've been playing, anybody who plays any kind of sport knows that is so much harder. If you go out in your yard right now with nobody marking you and try to hit a ball like that one time, maybe 1 in 10 attempts. I mean, some of you could play. I could probably do it. I'm still okay. A lot of people are saying in the interception pod we should do a challenge with all of us. I just saw another subscriber, Asgore. Welcome. Wow, you guys are really pumping me up with the amount of followers in here. So, vamos, Argentina! Lionel Messi opening the scoring. So a lot of action, folks. A bit of Austria showing some temperament. I don't know if they're trying to do what the Dutch did in the last World Cup and try to bully the Argentines, but that's a deserved yellow. I saw Sabitzer did the same thing. And, you know, Austria needs to be careful. because they are allowing the temper to get to them. And, this is an experienced team. And, you don't want to go 1-0 down to Argentina. So let's take a look at the replay. Almada leaving the ball. Oh, yeah, he gets Almada. A little bit of a... Now, folks, a lot of you will see this. And I could tell some of you all don't play sports. Because I could tell you, those little hits, they hurt. So Stefan Posch getting a yellow card, allowing the emotions to get to them. I guess there's a little bit of frustration because I guess, that's part of the game, is competitive. But if it's one team you don't want to play these kind of mind games with, it's Argentina. These guys have been playing together for a long time. The ref is telling Rodrigo de Paul to calm down, and he should. So, the ref is taking a look at something, but, these guys are good at that. I can't use the language I want to use because my nieces are looking. So I'm behaving myself. But generally, I don't use bad language anyway. So, well, in public. That's a lie. On TV. On the stream. So Argentina 1-0. Was that and Molina trying to start a play? So you could see how the goal sort of injected that little energy that you need. And listen, folks. Austria, with all due respect, tactically have laid out their team very well. In terms of how they were limiting Argentina's passing. Anybody who is a coach who analyzes games, you need special players to kind of undo that setup. So Austria now, of course, naturally are going to press now. They want to get back in this game. And they want to get back in this game quickly. A double press on Lisandro. Is that Enzo? So Messi, making up for his penalty miss. And of course, folks, he has now broken a record, folks. Lionel. I am so much more relaxed, but 1-0, folks, is a very dangerous lead. So we're seeing a replay. Look at that. Wow. Majestic. Anybody who plays any kind of football and practice techniques knows. And if you look at the ball, there wasn't much spin when he made impact on the ball. And a lot of people have been asking me about my Crocs. These are Adidas Crocs, folks. It's not even Crocs. It's Adidas. And I have the little gibbet thingamajigs. And there's a whole bunch of stuff if you all want to get that. I have the links in my Instagram as well, so you can check it out. People in the chat have been asking me about jerseys as well. I guess I can help you all out. I know people who have them. So, give me a shout, subscribe, and we'll hook you guys up. Maybe get you some discounts. So, Lionel Messi, I don't like to see that. That looks like an ugly foul on Messi. Messi, takes it in good spirits. It's in good spirit. I like that. He apologized. Hey, I'm sorry, bro, but this is football. And I don't think it was intentional. And I like that. Candice, SofaScore scares me. Yeah, sometimes, because they're a couple seconds ahead. SofaScore is our partner with us. I'd like to say a special thank you to Gaston and SofaScore. They supply us with data. I was trying to load up the formations on the screen. So if you're just joining us, Argentina 1, Austria 0. Lionel Messi with a beautiful finish. Cuti Romero trying to get that ball through the middle. I notice Argentina does like to play a bit central. McAllister with a strategic foul there. He's not afraid to get physical, even though he's a creative player. Argentina, like I said, these are the different aspects of Argentina. They could play beautiful and they could get physical. You could see McAllister saw the danger and he understood. And Enzo was waiting if he got past. So yes, that's a proper foul. But now it gives a free kick. And folks, set pieces are no longer just absent-minded moments in the game. Teams practice these things, especially at this level, folks. And TikTok as well. Let me know what you think is going on. I'm keeping an eye on my TikTok because for some reason, TikTok keeps giving me these little 2-minute bans from my stream. Stop it. And the person who's doing that, stop it. And the only way to negate that, folks, is just let me drop some comments in the TikTok and follow as well. We want to get it up. So, Argentina. So, the free kick was pretty much harmless in the end. Relief. So we're approaching halftime. I think we may have a decent amount of extra time because of the penalty earlier. There was a couple of moments where Lautaro, was injured at that. So I think that could easily add about 5 minutes. Staying in the room watching on Telemundo was having problems with Rush. So folks, like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but a lot of people have been complaining about the Rush feed. I know people who work at Rush. They're not on the technical side, but Rush, come on. This is the world stage. Austria drawing a foul there. Enzo pleading. Austria with a quick free kick. And once again, they attack down their left side. Sorry, I think I said right earlier. Their left side, which is Argentina's right side. A lot of the attacks have been going down the left. Sabitzer, once again, they are naturally gravitating towards that left side. So 7 minutes of extra time. Wow, it's always a long time with an Argentina team. In the last World Cup, I remember it was like 10-minute extra time, and that was crazy. So now Austria probing as well. They are going to want to bounce back. Of course, as an Argentina fan, I hope they don't. It's a watch along, not commentary. So I'm an Argentina fan, so I'm not afraid to be a bit biased. But Austria probing, creating a nice chance in the wing there, but well read by Molina. Well controlled by Enzo. A physical battle there. So as expected, it's a very physical battle. Hey, Andre, I hope that you're well. Getmore, one of our most loyal fans, folks. Give a shout out to Getmore. He has been supporting me from the very beginning, and he comes on every stream. Getmore, this stream is doing great. I'm streaming on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, and on YouTube. And maybe next time I'll do it on Instagram. And each time there's always a glitch, folks. But I'll talk about that at halftime. Every time I do a stream, there's always an error. The first time there was no audio. And now, and of course I fix it. I don't know why. I do the same thing every time. So Austria in the box, whipping it in. Cleared by Romero comfortably. But still in the danger area for Argentina. Lautaro trying to use his physicality to get possession. Austria getting another free kick. I feel as if, Neymar gets a rap for this. But I feel like Austria is really trying to... Oh, you can see the ref very angry. So he's seeing what I'm seeing. Yes, Getmore, of course. Of course, people. So Getmore is one of my most loyal. One of these days, I'm going to come to the UK and meet Getmore, folks. And Getmore deserves a lot of props because he gave us some super chats as well, which means a lot. You can super chat as well, folks, to those of you who want to as well. But Lautaro drawing a foul. So Sabitzer, once again, on free kick duty, has taken the free kicks and the corners on this side of the pitch. Like I said, folks, you don't want to concede a goal heading into the half. You would like to keep a clean sheet. Opting to put the ball on top of the box, Sabitzer. Once again, down that left side. Austria going down that left side, whipping it in. Argentina doing well to deal with the headers. Enzo doing well to get his body in between the players, trying to take some pressure off of Argentina a little bit. Trying to keep some possession. And, as expected, Austria starting to press now. Argentina doing well to play out the press. And this is the other side of Argentina I tell you about, folks. If they have to, they can defend. And, Lionel Messi on the ball. Drawing some attention to him. And a bit of a unnecessarily wild clearance by Austria. I think they're allowing the emotions to get to them a little bit, which works for Argentina. So, Argentina is a kind of team, in the past, they're not afraid to concede possession sometimes. Not afraid. So Maurice Charles has joined the TikTok. Welcome, Maurice. Like I said, people in the TikTok, the last couple of TikToks I did, TikTok said this is not even my stream, which is crazy. So I'm keeping an eye on the TikTok, folks. So be sure to, to keep the likes and whenever coming to keep me posted on my TikTok. And let me know if you guys are hearing me okay on all the streams and on Facebook as well. And everybody as well. Let me know what's going on. So people, we're approaching the 3rd minute of extra time. Argentina 1, Austria 0. And World Cup fever is in full swing. And we will have our customary halftime talk. Austria, ever since they conceded that goal, that brilliant finish from Messi, they are trying to turn it up a little bit. They are attacking a bit more, pressing Argentina a little bit more. Argentina allowing them to have a certain amount of possession. And Lionel Messi trying to release the counterattack, doing well. Messi is doing well to keep possession. Argentina trying to create and play out of the press and keep a little bit of possession. McAllister is that guy. Float around in the midfield. And what a luxury it is to have both McAllister and Enzo in midfield. These guys can tackle. They're box-to-box midfielders and they have great passing ability and they're very physical, as I said before. And then you have Rodrigo de Paul, who a lot of people were concerned about, him playing in the MLS. If that, a lot of people criticize his move, leaving Atletico Madrid to go to Inter Miami. But it seems as if, he steps it up a notch. Now, Rodrigo de Paul, yes. He's not that kind. I saw Tom join the TikTok as well. Welcome, Tom. Who are you supporting? Everybody, let me know. Rodrigo de Paul is that player. He's not that spectacular player. He's not going to dribble and do rainbows and step overs, but he's the kind of player I like. A very functional player who gets stuck in, not afraid to get defensive, and also can be involved in the defense and the attack. And I really enjoy that. Wow, Get More once again. I'll help you start your UK travel fund. Get More, a lot of love, donating €2 in the chat or pounds. Get More, man. Listen, I really am humbled by your support of the channel, folks. So I really appreciate that donation by Get More. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Get More. You are really a champ. So, wow, I'm going to find you when I get to the UK. I'm going to find you, man. It's a shame that we haven't met yet. Get more, you are amazing. Thank you, folks. So, folks, if you want to super chat like Get More, you can. I really appreciate that. And it's very humbling to get that support. So, we're 5 minutes into extra time. Lionel Messi claiming he got the throw-in. Alaba says otherwise. So, like, people in the TikTok, I see Black Rose join everybody. Argentina, Black Rose on TikTok. So, like I said, folks, in the TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. Sorry, not Instagram, I lied. Facebook. We want to get those followers up. And I see they're flying in the Facebook as well, and then get more with the donation as well. Argentina, I want to see out this half after that missed penalty. If you're just joining us, we're approaching halftime. Lionel Messi missed a penalty earlier, but then he scored, so it's 1-0. And we're about a little over a minute away from halftime. Argentina wanting to see out this first half with 1-0. And folks, we could have that little halftime chat so I could like rest a little bit, because I can't sit straight, folks. I can't sit straight. I have my home and away Argentina jersey. I didn't wear the long sleeve today. I'm wearing the short sleeve. So Argentina just trying to kill off the half here, which they are capable of doing. And this is where the game management of Argentina is admirable. They can play different styles. If they need to, and they need to kind of hold the ball, they can. If they can sit back and defend and need to get rough, they can. And if they need to create chances, they have players that can do that. And, you know, my one concern was the injuries. There was a lot of injuries heading in, but so far, everything seems to be okay. Lautaro Martinez having a scare with that tackle that led to a penalty in the first half. But, of course, Lionel Messi choosing to score an amazing goal. And we'll talk about that at halftime. So people in the TikTok as well. Black Rose, everybody, welcome. So I'm seeing, are we approaching halftime here? Daniel Kusi has followed. And it's halftime, folks. It is halftime. Let me fix my clock here. I'm by myself today. So it's halftime. Argentina 1, Austria 0. And it was a lot of action, folks. The Argentine players, you know, I think they did well to manage this game. Lionel Messi, Lautaro Martinez getting fouled. And Lionel Messi getting a penalty miss. But Argentina did well to claw back and get that 1-0 victory. 1-0 lead. So, folks, you know, we could have our halftime chat. I could kind of relax a little bit. So, of course, people in the TikTok and YouTube and Facebook as well. I really appreciate the support from everybody. Get More and everybody else as well. I know some of you are at work in Trinidad and Tobago. Some of you are abroad. I don't know what the time is. I know some of my family are in Houston and in Canada. And a lot of my friends... I actually have to tell my brother I have some friends in Qatar. So Qatar, you know, Paris, Hong Kong, Japan, Curacao. I know Jason is from Curacao and people around the other region. Get More from the UK. And everybody who's from Trinidad and Tobago, let me know where you're watching from. Interception Pod and you guys. Let's have our halftime talk. So I just saw Gontale Fetse Shikasi has followed. I hope I didn't butcher your name. So let me know where you're from. And let me know who you're supporting and what do you think about the game, folks. Like I said, you know, if you just joined me, wow. Emi Sami has followed as well. The Facebook followers are shooting up, folks. Wow. TikTok as well. So like I said, folks, I really appreciate it. People who are following on TikTok, let me know what you're doing right now. Let me know who you're supporting. Because the last couple of TikToks I did, they kept giving me this 5-minute ban. Because they think my stream, this is me, folks. This is me, I'm talking. So, you know, people, I'm going to monitor my TikTok as well and see what's going on. Make sure everything is okay. So in case you see me looking away, I'm going to pay attention. So I'm seeing Black Rose, Stefan Jagisa, Maurice Charles Joseph, Lorena Ramdeen. So everybody as well, you know, if you're in the TikTok, let me know who you're supporting. So I'm looking at my chats and making sure everything is okay. And of course, you know, on Twitch as well. So like I said, folks, before we continue, you see that QR code on the screen there. Be sure to scan that if you want to join our WhatsApp notification group. Of course, you know, do follow our community guidelines. Be respectful. You can't really comment, but you can get the news, updates, and schedule for all our watch-alongs and events and links to our Instagram. I had my recent... I can't believe I'm saying this. I did a photo shoot with my new Argentina gear. I got the home, the away, and the training gear as well. So you can take a look at that and tell me about my lame modeling skills. Narupa! Narupa is a great fan of football as well. Hi, Andre, watching the match at the office. Great. Narupa is a massive football fan. Narupa went to school with me as well. And I really appreciate the support, Narupa, and people are watching. Stephen John, one of my boys. Stephen John is on TikTok as well. So, Stephen, make sure and, share and love and drop your comments. And let's talk. Let's talk about halftime, folks. So, like I said, before we start the halftime talk, I have to pace my voice. Stephen John on TikTok is saying, breaking the all-time World Cup scoring record with a penalty. Nah, doing it with a goal like that. So you're saying, Steven, that Lionel Messi chose, you know what? I don't want to break the record with a pen because we know certain fanboys in a certain fanboy section are going to, I should play the violin music. The violin. Oh, Pessi. Oh, penalties. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but come on, stop it. Stop it. You don't see me. I can tell you don't see me going around bashing Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't. And I never will. But you guys make it difficult, man. You make it difficult. Keston Drayton. Welcome, Keston. So Keston is saying, let me make this all bigger so I can read your comments. I have a big screen on the side here. You all won't see that screen. So Keston is saying Messi had a superb finish to halftime after missing the penalty. Not many stars can do that. Messi is truly the greatest. So welcome, Keston Drayton. I'm seeing Riri on N has followed on Facebook. So everybody, I'm kind of flabbergasted by all the followers I'm getting, but I really appreciate that. So we want to get to that 10,000 mark, folks. And yes, you are right, Kester. This team has a lot of character. This team has a winning mentality. Will they win the World Cup? I'm not going to have that discussion. I'm not one of those people. I take one game at a time. This is a team that is battle-hardened. They know how to win. A lot of changes have taken place with this team. And they have that mentality to rise in situations. And not many teams could do that. And it just shows you the fortitude of Messi and the team. And they don't have that pressure like they had in the past. That cloud hanging over them. That hung over Argentina for many years. I would even go far. Even people say 86. But then they won 2 Copa Americas after that. And then there was a drought. I mean, they won under 20 World Cups. So yes. So Stephen John, they switch off after the penalty, which was obvious. Yes, there was. I saw that little bit of a switch off, and I'm very grateful to see them get into there. So I want to say a special shout out to Get More with his donation. I really appreciate that, folks. Like I said, Argentina, they can have a discussion at halftime now. Lionel Scaloni and his men, they use the same lineup from the first game. So I'm seeing Con Mangok Con. So people in the Facebook live as well, let me know where you all are from. I would really like to know where you all are from and if I'm pronouncing your name correctly and if you guys are enjoying the live feed. I love that this World Cup could connect us in a way that wasn't possible before. And I'm genuinely humbled by this. And like I said, I always want to let everybody know in all the chats, TikTok, everywhere, that I really appreciate this because it means a lot. I know people criticize technology, but this is a very organic way to interact with fans in a way that couldn't be done before. I mean, I'm one of those people who would sit down in front of my TV and watch the game by myself. And now I have everyone in here. Whether you like Argentina or not, that's okay. I really appreciate that. And it just shows, the World Cup has surpassed so many boundaries. And you could give me your opinions, even if you disagree or not. Even if you don't support Argentina, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Nobody's not welcome in here. And of course, we did our watch along with 1986 World Cup player for England, Terry Fenwick, who played against Diego Maradona in that famous goal, and he played for England, and he brought his 86 jersey that he wore. When this game is done, you could head over to that stream where we had the Croatia-England watch along. We could do that. You could check that out, folks. That was such a huge honor for me to just be in the presence of him and, and see that jersey with all his signatures as well. It's crazy. And, of course, you could follow us on all the socials as well. So, to talk about the game a little bit, I'm seeing this team needs to be tested. It's best that it happens now. Yes, and I see what I'm happy about is, folks, I'm seeing A.H. Khan. I don't think that's Ali Khan, but I see welcome. Welcome A.H. Khan. Let me know where you're from, folks. Drop some comments, because when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a jersey of your choice, be it club or country, or a copy of EA FC 27, or even come get a free ticket to a Trinidad Tobago game. And we will be delivering globally as well. We have merch as well in the link below. When you're done, if you want to support us, you can do that as well. It's actually delivered globally, so you could get it anywhere if you all want that. I'm seeing MD Titan has followed. Wow, this is crazy. So like I said, folks, I'm paying attention to my TikTok as well, for the TikTok people in there, because TikTok keeps telling me in my last watch-alongs that this is not my stream. It's mine. Mine. I'm throwing tantrums because it's mine. So I'm just going to fix my clock here. And like I said, folks, what do you think about Argentina's play? How do you think they're playing right now? Messi broke the record, folks. That's crazy. And, you know, I think Argentina and Scaloni, Austria, folks, this game is far from over. Far from over. Austria, I think, have been playing well. I think they're set up tactically very sound. They are limiting the passing lanes of Argentina. So Argentina has to be very patient in their build-up play. And I won't lie to you, folks, even though I'm in analysis mode, you know, the emotions are coming out. The emotions are coming. A lot of people are very complimentary about my studio. Thank you, folks. You know, it's my humble little studio. So Daniel Estime. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome. Let me know where you're from, folks. Like I said, we're going to try to get to that 10,000 mark. But today, it's all about Argentina. Vamos, Argentina. So I see it's popping up on the screen. I love that, folks. I love that. So everybody in here, let me know what you're doing at halftime. What do you think about the hydration breaks? What do you think about the dynamic it has given to the game? Because I think it's changed the game. And it has it has added an element. Rashid Kazi Fordabad. Ford is my dad's name, so I'll remember you. So welcome, Rashid. Let me know where you're from. I love that people are from all over the place. Wow, the notifications are just flying in, folks. So I saw Lara joined. Lara, is that you? Is that my niece, Lara? Or is it Brian, Lara? Is that you, Lara? Brian? Charles? Or Lara? Sophia? Is that you? My niece? Lara, so you know when you come to Trinidad, you can come in my studio and you could watch we could watch some Marvel movies together. It's cool. It's cool. You probably recognize it. Share. It's that. It's Lara. So Lara, yes. Lara, are you guys in Houston? Are you guys in? I think yeah. I think you guys are in Houston. I'm so busy. I don't get to keep. I think I saw your dad, and he's in one of the. I may come to the US for one of the game, folks. So Kester Drayton, I think Messi has a lot more to accomplish in this World Cup. However, the entire team is playing well. Everything from speed to ball to control to strategy is on point. I think. Before I answer that question, welcome Sahanaj Islam Janat. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. I want to get it right, so you can tell me how. So Lara's in Houston right now. So Lara, my TikTok, you know, we're trying to get to 10,000 Lars. So let's see if I could do that, because TikTok was giving me a little problem last time, saying my stream is not even my own. It's me, TikTok. It is I, and I am live on the TikTok stream. So I'm live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. Next time I'll do it on Instagram. So Kester, to answer your question, you're correct. I think they have managed the game really well. I think they have. So far, the game isn't over yet, so I'm not going to be premature. I don't celebrate the game until it's done, folks. I don't celebrate the game until it's done. I think there's a lot to go. I think Austria is not going to go into the night very easily. I think they've been tactically set up really well. I think Scaloni knows his team. I was very worried about the injuries. Molina was injured. Montiel has an injury, apparently. That's why he's not playing in this game. Lautaro came back from an injury. Julian Alvarez came back from an injury. Messi had a hamstring injury. Cuti Romero and Lisandro Martinez, both respectively, came back from injuries. Dibu Martinez had a finger injury, folks. So, you know, it was a little bit worrying. Then Lautaro Martinez got that rough tackle in the first half. So, you know, it's pretty crazy. So, Lara, yes. Maybe we could do a live stream together, Lars. What do you think? What do you think? Folks, I also play the game as well. I'm trying to get the FIFA Netflix game, even with my VPN, and I'm not getting it, to do some live streaming for everybody. And folks, if you missed it, Terry Fennick from the 1986 World Cup squad was here in this room. The guy who played against Maradona was sitting right here. And now some shameless merch. I'm like a little kid. I'm going to show you all this. I got this. A Lionel Messi logo thingamajig. I actually wanted to grab it in Houston. But my mom got me this. But I have these. A lot of people have been asking. So if you want to get it, I guess you can inbox. This is mine. It's mine. I'm not giving anybody. So that's mine. So there's that little photo shoot you all could check out after. I can't believe I'm saying that. The Andre of 10 years ago would laugh at this thing. But yes, Kestan, so welcome. So everybody in here, I see the viewers are shooting up. Do you think Lionel Messi is going to get more goals? Or do you think Argentina are going to see out this game? Because Austria, folks, have been very difficult, folks. Very, very difficult. I see the viewers are up to 135. And it's getting higher and higher. Muntaha Islam Tayaba. Welcome. Muntaha. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you all could join us. And of course, for people who want updates, there's that QR code on the screen. Be sure to do that. And of course, like and follow on all the socials because you get updates. And I'm not just saying that. You know, we're going to try to get to the 10,000 mark by the end of the World Cup, which is a bold thing. James and I set that. We have a lot of watch-alongs. If there's a game you all want me to do, because it takes a lot of work, folks. This takes a lot of work to do, to set up. So if there's a game you all want me to do, let me know. It doesn't have to be an Argentina game. We'll be doing the Scotland-Brazil watch-along. And of course, I'm supporting Scotland with James. He comes with his kilt, whatever. And the Scottish people, I'd like to say a special love to all the Scottish people that subscribed. I really appreciate that. I went to Scotland a couple of times. Beautiful place. There's 2 places I would probably like to live if I had to leave Trinidad. After a few places I visited. I love Scotland. I went when I was a kid, and then I went a couple of years ago when my brother was there. And, you know, now I also love the Argentina, folks. And that stereotype about what people say about them, folks, visit the country. They are just like us. And they were beautiful people. And, you know, don't allow those hateful statements to allow you to not visit places. It's a beautiful country. So I'm quite impressed with how Austria is playing Kester Drayton. Yes, they are playing well. Total respect to Austria. I will never disrespect an opponent ever. Fahim Islam, welcome. And everybody in the TikTok as well. Be sure to support my TikTok as well, folks, because like I said, TikTok and YouTube. Someone tried to report my TikTok and I don't like that. Haters. I don't like it. Haters. That's my fake American accent. So the players are coming back out there, folks. So let me know. Do you think Scaloni needs to make some changes? I think Australia is a team that until that final whistle blows, Austria is going to fight us. And we have to be very careful. Narupa, do the Scotland match. I'll be wearing my kilt when they play next. Oh, wow. Narupa, you like Scotland? So James and I will be doing the Scotland game. I actually wore a kilt in the last game, folks. James brought one for me. Because like I said, I do have a lot of love for Scotland. Even though my favorite team is Inter Milan. I always liked Glasgow Rangers and Aberdeen. I went there. My brother took me to a match. And we got the song McGinn before he got famous. So we looked at that game and they had the song, Don't Sell McGinn. And look at him. He's a great player now for Scotland. So Stephen John and everybody else in the TikTok, like I said, you know, we want to get those followers up. Pablo Ganjemi, am I pronouncing that correct? Regards from Argentina. Welcome. Bienvenido. I don't know Spanish really well. I know a couple of words. I'm learning, though. I am committing to learning. So Pablo, welcome from Argentina. Be sure to subscribe. I love this team. I've been supporting them since I was a child. I love your country. I love the culture. I had the pleasure of coming there. And maybe I may come down before the World Cup is done. What do you think? Should I come to Argentina? A lot of people said I should have gone to the last World Cup. So LC Sooklal, Andre. Which Sooklal is this? Leaf C Sooklal? Let me know who you are. Andre, who is that? There are only a few Sooklals on the planet, folks, so let me know. A big shout out to Ray Bong, who has followed on Facebook. People, the followers are going up, and I love it. So the players are getting ready for kickoff. So LFC Sooklal. Who is that? Tell me who you are. What name is that? Who is L? So it's a kickoff. I want to make sure I get the clock right, folks. I'm a one-man machine, folks. I'm managing the clock on the screen and the graphics and all these streams. So I'm not seeing a countdown, folks. And Rush Sports, what are you doing? Why can't I get audio? Last time I missed 15 minutes of the game. Come on. Listen, no disrespect, but, you know, the 2 Argentina games, whatever. So, kickoff. It has begun. It has begun. So, it's the second half. I'm a couple seconds off, so let me fix that. But it started. So, kickoff. Come on, folks. Vamos, Argentina! Let's see. So 45, let me try to get it in sync. They're not showing a clock on the screen, but I think... So Argentina quickly winning possession. Austria, as expected, they're going to come out to press. And we'll see how well Argentina press. Austria doing well to get past 2 players. This could be a shot for Austria, but Argentina doing well just to clear that. Lionel Messi trying to take some pressure, but Austria, as expected, applying pressure to Argentina. Lionel Messi trying to release the ball. So Austria has come out, folks, as expected. Almada doing well to get a touch on the ball. Austria are not messing around, folks. They came out to play in this first half. So like I said, folks, we are now in the 46th minute, 1 minute into the second half. And Austria came out hard, folks. TikTok, everybody else. Facebook as well. Let me know what's going on. Sam Kush has followed. And everybody, let me know where you're from. Hey, Christopher. Christopher, what kind of funny name is that? Who is Leif? Is that your other name? Christopher, were you watching the game, Christopher? Christopher is my cousin, folks. Some people think he's my brother because we resemble a lot. I tried to get Christopher to play football and he doesn't want to come anymore. Christopher got too big now. So Christopher, if you want to come in the studio, you know where to find me. And make sure and bring, I don't drink Coke anymore, so make sure and bring some water when you come in, coconut water. So Austria are pressing as before. They're sticking with the 4-2-3-1 formation. And as expected, they are pressing. They are pressing. So everybody in the TikTok as well and YouTube, I see Sam Kush has followed. A lot of followers are popping up. So, you know, like I said, folks in the YouTube as well, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends and let me know. There's a lot of merch. You can super chat for those who want to make donations to the chat. You can. And you can buy EXTV merch. The link is in the description. So afterwards, you can do that. So Argentina withstanding a little bit of pressure and drawing a foul. Both Messi and Cuti Romero on the floor right now. So Pablo from Argentina. Like I said, be sure to subscribe, Pablo, and let me know. You know, a lot of people saying, should I go to the States or should I go to Argentina? Because I'm such an Argentina fan. So we will possibly be going to the US and we'll be doing some watch-alongs on the streets of Miami. Sizwi Vuku has followed. Wow, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Lars, are you with Mia right now? Those are my two nieces. Where are you guys watching? Are you guys watching it at a fan zone? Let me know what you guys are doing. Where is Andy? What are you all doing? What are you all doing? Are you wearing your Argentina jerseys? And share the stream with your friends. Share the stream. Those are my two nieces, folks. So Candice, Christopher, Pablo, Narupa. Narupa is a massive football fan I went to school with back in the day. And, you know, one of the few people who kind of knows a little bit about football. And Candice as well, of course. So Argentina now. Austria definitely trying to press. Lisandro Martinez is very good at playing out the back under pressure. So is Cuti Romero. So McAllister here, holding the ball. Feeling a little bit thirsty, folks. Lionel Messi on the ball here, folks. So, like I said, this is going to be a difficult game, folks. At no point you will ever say Andre is cocky or overconfident, because I'm not. MD Shoaib. Folks, all the people who have been following on Facebook, I really want to know where you're all from, because I saw boatloads of followers flying in. Of course, be sure to follow on TikTok as well. I want to get the followers up. Ask your uncle about the first name. I'm in work. Gali. Oh, yeah, that's right. So this is my work, Christopher. So I'm in work as well. So let me show. It's Gomes down there. I know there's a lot of football fans. Stephen Gomes, a good friend of mine. We used to play football together. Argentina whipping it in. A bit of a cross that to no one. But Argentina now rebounding from that little bout of pressure. Lionel Messi drawing what looked like a foul. Lionel Messi gesturing to the ref like that should be a throw-in for Argentina. So, you know, this is where Argentina has to be careful. It seems that Argentina is not afraid to allow opposition teams to get some possession, unlike in the past. They're not pressing relentlessly as well. I think they can if they need to. Irimia Abama Baba, welcome. I love those names, but I'm not pronouncing them correctly. Enzo with a through ball, but I think it's offside. Is it? Is it? I think it was offside. The defender doing well to get a last-ditch tackle, but I think it was offside. Yes, it was. I think it was offside, so I was right. It was right. It was right. TikTok people, like I said, 10K and all the streams. Let's do that. Let's do that. We have a subscriber goal on all the platforms. That's where we're going to get to. I want to get to that, folks. People said I can't do it. So James and I said yes. So if you're just joining us, Argentina 1, Austria 0. And let me know if you guys are hearing me okay in the chat. I did have a little audio issue earlier. I don't know why. My Rush Sports feed is not giving me any audio. I wanted to sing the anthem. Some people asked me to sing. I'm not a singer, but I do know the words. They don't sing the entire anthem. Shakira's in the crowd. Wow. What's going on, Shakira? I guess she's still friends with Messi. So she's supporting Argentina. I guess she still has a loyalty to Messi and Antonella, I guess. I don't know. You know, I figure, I Shakira, but that is Shakira. She looks a little bit different, though. So, we're in the 50th minute here, folks. And I'm trying to keep tabs on everything on all my chats and make sure everything is okay. And, folks, keep my TikTok going because TikTok, for whatever reason, keeps giving me this 5-second ban because they keep saying this is not my chat. It's mine's. So I need my TikTok followers to keep the comments going. So like I said, folks, Argentina 1, Austria 0. Can Argentina see this out? This game is far from over, folks. I know I'm usually an analyst, but this is a watch-along. Argentina with some nice build-up play here, being very patient with their build-up play here. And like I said, folks, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Argentina doing a lot of pace centrally. Messi floating through, getting fouled, drawing a foul with a nice, sleek combination play from Lionel Messi. Anderson Cito. That's an easy name for me to remember because that's my brother's name. So welcome, Anderson and everybody else. And Christopher, I will ask about that name. So I love the ref cam view, though. You can see a lot. I don't think the ref could see the ref cam view, but other people can. So like I said, folks, Argentina in the 51st minute with a free kick. Austria did apply some sustained pressure as expected in the first half. They need to bring in Julian. I think maybe approaching the 60th minute, maybe before the next water break, we might see some changes if the scoreline holds out. We need to ensure Argentina gets a clean sheet in this, and I say we because I'm supporting Argentina. There's no neutrality right now, folks. We need Argentina to really secure this result to qualify. My nose feels a little bit stuffy, folks. Messi with a cheeky ball in, cleared by Alaba. Not Alba, folks, but Alaba. And I think Argentina finally taking a little bit of pressure and getting a throw in there. Lautaro took a massive knock in the first half, so I hope he's okay. Austria pressing very hard, winning possession. Kudos for them. Drawing a foul. The ref seems to be managing the game a little bit better this half, but Austria is a very physical team, folks. So this is a good test for Argentina to see if they can take it. He should have taken it short. Candice saying he should bring in Julian. Yeah, I think at some point he'll come in. So I see Mohammed Abba has followed. Welcome, Mohammed. So people in the Facebook chat, let me know where you're supporting from. What location you are on the planet. And of course, like, follow, and subscribe because we want to get to that subscriber mark on all our platforms because you will automatically qualify for a chance to win prizes. A jersey of your choice with a team of your choice. But before I get to that, very physical battle in the midfield, folks. This is a very hotly contested midfield battle. Austria once again going down that side. Creating some play, doing well, drawing a foul, I think. I think Romero drawing a foul. They are remonstrating with the ref. Leimer. Let's take a look. I know it's a foul. I'm not going to deny it's a foul, but it's not as malicious. In fact, when I look at the replay, there was no contact. He dived. Wow. So I thought it was a foul, but it wasn't. And I'm looking at the replay, folks. This is not just me saying that. So MD Jamil Mia has followed. So welcome. Wow, the followers are flying up. So folks, as expected, we will have a couple chats. So Austria with a free kick in a dangerous spot in the 54th minute, just outside the Argentinian box. Sabitzer. It seems like Austria, I don't know if they're trying to be intimidating or what. But that it seems like there's a tactic, and if whatever works. So this is a dangerous spot for Argentina. Dibu Martinez organizing his wall. A lot of these teams are very versed in their set plays, folks. Set plays are very much almost like a pen now. You practice, and as somebody who's an analyst myself, and I worked with a national team and clubs, the amount of work that goes into these things. Whipped in. Well saved by Dibu. It was on target, but saved by Dibu Martinez. And I think that's good for his confidence to get that save and to see how his finger is operating. Because, keepers, and you need to get that confidence to hold the ball. Jamal Udin, welcome. We need more goals. Yeah, I think we need to manage this game well because Austria, I keep saying Australia, I don't know why I'm doing that, are applying the pressure. Austria are applying the pressure. So Argentina dealing with a sustained amount of pressure since the second half has begun, as expected. I didn't expect Austria to just sit back. They want to get back into this game. So, Argentina are wanting to get that 6 points, and Austria, want to obviously get 3 points. So it's very competitive. I'm seeing Emmy. Yes, what a save. What a save by Emmy. So Argentina now trying to apply a little bit more pressure up the pitch. Not too much. We saw DePaul running up there. You're not going to get too much pressing from Messi, although people don't give him credit. They keep saying he walks around, and he does, but there's a reason for that. But he also is not afraid to get stuck in. I mean, anybody who has watched Messi over the years, even in his prime at Barcelona, depending on what you consider his prime, You know, he has always been a player. If he can track back, he will. So Austria with some combination play there, getting possession on top of the Argentina box. I don't like this. I want Argentina to get some possession here. Austria with some nice interplay on top of the box here. I don't like to use the word nice, but that's the best way to describe it. Very neat, sleek, neat. And Argentina drawing a foul here, which will take some pressure off of them. But, you know, kudos to Austria, folks. Just like I did in the first half, I think tactically they set up their team really well. I think they are making this game a game for Argentina. And like I said, you will never get complacency or arrogance. I see Otamendi is coming on. Interesting. That's an interesting substitution. I'm wondering why. There's a shot on Shakira. Shakira is waving. Hi, Shakira. I guess she likes Argentina. I guess her sons probably really like Messi a lot from the Barcelona connection. We all know what happened with her and Piqué, so we'll see. So my stream is, I've seen Candice saying 57. Mine is 55. Mine is 57. So I'm on Rush. The only catch with Rush is I'm not getting audio. So let me see if I can get some audio back, if I can find my remote. So let's see if I'm going to get some audio. I'm not getting audio. There's no audio on my feed, which is crazy. I don't know why that's happening. But whatever. Oops, I just threw down my Lego box. So Jamal Udin has followed. I really appreciate that. Welcome. MD Lighton has followed. Argentina. Yep. So am I getting commentary? I'm listening to see if I get commentary. I'm not getting much commentary here, folks. I don't know why. I don't want to play it too much because I don't want it to get on my YouTube feed. But these mics are really great. Some people are asking me what mics I've been using on the TikTok and whatever. It's Sennheiser mics. And like I said, folks, keep an eye on my TikTok stream because TikTok wants to ban me. Now, I'm interested if why Romero came off. I hope he's not injured. I hope it's like a tactical decision. It's interesting to see Otamendi coming on. I'm hoping it's not an injury, maybe at halftime, but we really need Cuti Romero for this World Cup. Otamendi is capable. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of Otamendi. Ever since he left Manchester City and went to Benfica, he rebuilt himself. I really thought after the last World Cup he was done. But, you know, he seems to be a solid player for Argentina. He gets crucial goals. He has that experience. He does have a mistake. The last World Cup, he actually had a perfect World Cup up until the final where, you know, he made that error and allowed France to get that goal back in. So, you know, that's my one concern about Otamendi. But he is experienced. And I don't know if it's... But I don't like that Romero came off. That's a bit of a worry. We need a goal from Lautaro Steven John to get his confidence on board. Yes, I think so. I think so as well. I would really like to know why Romero is coming off. Athena, welcome. Athena is also a regular. Greetings, Athena. As you could tell, I'm under a lot of stress here, like when I watch a Trinidad Tobago game. Austria are playing well. If you're just joining us, Argentina just took off Cuti Romero and Otamendi's on, which is a very interesting substitution. I don't know if it's tactical, and I hope Cuti Romero is not injured. But we'll definitely have to talk about that, and will it have an impact on the game? Because I didn't see... Romero didn't look injured, and I hope he's not, because we need somebody like Romero. And I don't know if Argentina are not taking chances with the injuries, because we do have a lot of injuries. Romero came back from a very long injury, and Austria has been applying a lot of pressure. Argentina have not been able to really get some meaningful possession for a while. But that's the thing about this Argentina, folks. That's what they do. So people on the TikTok as well, I'm going to monitor my TikTok to make sure everything is okay, because TikTok keeps doing these things. I see a lot of people joining in the TikTok chat as well, so I really appreciate that. I saw I got one of those diamond things. So Lara, everybody, be sure. So I'm seeing the momentum map. So you can see in the second half, the first half Argentina was kind of 50-50, and in the second half it's more on Austria. But as expected, they want to get back into the game. So Lautaro is pressuring. He's very good at pressuring. So is Julian Alvarez. You know, for Inter Milan, Lautaro sometimes runs his legs out. And I think at some point, you know, you probably may see a switch with Lautaro and Julian Alvarez. I think if the goal gap was a bit wider, maybe Lionel Messi would have come off a little earlier. But I think, you know, they have to manage their minutes. And, of course, it's all about securing qualification for the second round. A wonderful combination play here. I thought that ball was out. Rodrigo de Paul with a nice ball to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo running at the box here. Shot. Actually, no, it was Almada with a block shot there. a block shot. I don't feel comfortable with Romero not on the field. Charles Musonda. Welcome, Charles. I'm really worried about that Romero substitution. Stephen John and everybody in the TikTok as well, YouTube. Let me know what you think about that. We just crossed the 1 hour mark. What's going on here? Is there an injury to one of the Austrian players? I think it's from the shot from Almada. Oh no, it was Enzo. So it was Almada who passed the ball to Enzo, and oh yeah. It's not a handball, but it was a, listen, getting a shot from, he doesn't look okay. He looks like he's completely winded, folks. And folks, I could tell you, I've played football recreationally and at university level, and trust me, when you get a full powered shot to the stomach, it is not fun. So Charles, I really appreciate the follow as well. Let me know where you all are from. So Nico Gonzalez and Julian Alvarez are coming on. So I'm guessing Lautaro Martinez is coming off. And who is coming off for Nico? Let's see who's coming off. I'm guessing it's to reinforce and add some width, because I think they understand that Austria are trying to close Argentina down in the middle. So Scaloni clearly saw that, and he's trying to add some width to the team. So we know Lautaro is going to be a like-for-like substitution. Alvarez is coming back from an injury, so it'll be good for him to get some playing time. And I think Nico Gonzalez is going to come on for some width. But who is he coming on for? That's what we're going to see. So Argentina being careful, passing the ball around again, probing. Austria, to their credit, are closing down the gaps. And, they have to be very careful because, at this level, there are no easy teams. I am very impressed with the tactical setup of Austria. And I think it took something special. Ref, what are you doing? Ref is in the way of Messi. Come on. I don't envy being a ref, folks. So Argentina spreading the ball across, looking for little gaps. Argentina trying to create a bit of a 1-2. So now, McAllister looks like he's revving up for a shot. Argentina with some quick 1-2s on top of the box here. The ball out wide to Molina. Rodrigo de Paul trying a one-time cross and forcing a throw-in for Argentina. Why is Roche so backward? It's in the 60th minute, Candice. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So welcome, Charles, and everybody else. We're going to try to get to that 10,000 mark, and this is a tense moment in the game, folks. Another ball to the stomach there, taking the wind out. I don't know if that's tactical or if they're just making a meal of it to give themselves a break. So substitutions are taking place. So we know Julian is going to come on for Fems Aryan Chowdhury. Welcome on the Facebook. Athena got no horse in this race. Let's go France. See you in the finals. I'm not even going to think that far ahead, Athena. I'm just taking one game at a time. So Julian is coming on for Almada. Interesting. So I'm guessing, okay. So I think Almada is going to switch. He's giving instructions. So even though the graphic is saying Almada for Lautaro, I think Julian and Nico Gonzalez is going to take that wide area where Almada was, and Lautaro is going to step into that. Alvarez is going to step into that striking position. He also presses high. He dribbles. He could score on the counter-attack. So if Argentina has a breakaway, he could cause a problem with him and Nico. So, that is an interesting move. Nico already making a very incisive pass. Lionel Messi with that favorite spot. Trying a shot and forcing a fingertip save from Austria, forcing a corner. It was already going wide. Messi, something is going on. The Argentine players are unhappy about something. They're saying it's a corner and it should be. So I'm looking at the replay. I saw when the keeper got a hand hit. It was going, yes, he did get a hand hit. So, in this sort of technology and what we're living in, that is crazy. That is crazy. In the kind of technology we have now on cameras, not seeing that is mind-blowing to me. We have all these cameras now, and they haven't seen that. I saw that with the naked eye. So it should have been a penalty for a corner for Argentina, but it's not. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of Nico. He's a bit of a 50-50 wildcard player. But clearly, Scaloni has identified we needed some width. Because, this team has been playing a lot centrally. And, of course, the way Austria is set up, it's very difficult to get through. So, folks, like I tell you, I'm doing this as an Argentina fan, folks. That is a corner. And Candice is saying the teeth it's a corner. And I think that's crazy. That's crazy. We're seeing some shots of the fans. So folks, let me know. Vamos, Argentina. Come on. I can't be an analyst today, folks. There's no calm today. There is no chill. Austria once again, and they are applying that physicality. McAllister has been working, folks. Although we know him as that, he can be creative, and he didn't have the best season for Liverpool. McAllister has been putting in a shift for Argentina, folks. He has been putting in that shift for Argentina. So Austria, like I said, kudos to them. They have been creating, a lot of, I wouldn't say clear-cut chances, but they are putting some pressure on Argentina and not allowing Argentina to rest. So like I said, as you can see here, Julian Alvarez, not pressing like he usually does. It's almost like they are allowing Austria to come a little bit closer, and then they swarm on them. So, McAllister, Austria doing well. Is this a header? Free header for Austria, but, Alessandro Martinez doing enough to force the header over. But Austria doing well to create a space for themselves. I think that's the first header they got, so a substitution. Friedel is coming on. So McAllister has been working, folks. So Medina doing enough to throw, I think, he did enough to throw the header off. So Austria making their move now. So like I said, folks, we are in the EXTV studios for the Argentina-Austria watch along, folks. And if you're in here, let me know where you're watching. I know some people are at work. Some people may be joining in. And if you're just joining us, we're approaching the 70th minute. We're 67 minutes in. And, I'm seeing OMG from Candice. Did I miss something? I hope not. So Arnautovic is coming on, the ex-Inter Milan player. Went through the Inter Milan youth ranks. He did win a Champions League for Inter on the bench. We need a goal from Lautaro. Stephen John is saying. So people in the TikTok as well. Let's keep the TikTok going. I want to get the followers up on TikTok really high. I will be playing some games. Candice, are you saying, oh my God, to the save? Oh, did I miss something? Otamendi, please be alert. I know. So I'm seeing people are joining in as well. So, if I'm getting a little bit quiet because this is a crucial point in the game. Both teams, it's still on a knife's edge. I think this is a perfect example of some game management from both teams because Austria, while they're applying pressure, they're not overly committing because they don't want to concede that second goal. And yes, that's the former man from Inter, Candice. He was a youth player back in 2010, and then he came back, and he wasn't that great in his second spell. And eventually, Inter, he's not at Inter anymore. So there's a water break, folks. So, folks, let's have a little conversation. Like I always said, we're in a water break right now. I need to hydrate as well. Like I said, I did a little photo shoot, folks. You all can laugh at. Check out on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, at Andre Sooklal and EXTV. You can check out the EXTV merch. I got this. This is from Adidas, folks. The Argentina training hat. I also got the training gear as well. And you can't see it behind. I have some merch as well, the home and the away, and you can let me know your thoughts. So, folks, let's talk. We are, in the 67th minute of the game, and it's 1-0, folks, and it's a very tense tactical game. I think Austria is doing well. I think so far, considering the expected pressure from Austria, that Argentina are doing well, folks. I think they're doing well. And everybody in the TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you are, I know a lot of people are watching the game, but let me know what you think about the game. What do you think about the substitutions? Like I said, be sure to give me those comments and keep the stream going. It's been pumping a lot. And like I said, I'm not going to be very analytical, folks. I'm here at the EXTV studios. And, Argentina are going to want to secure those 6 points. I'm seeing a commercial here with a good friend of mine, Mark DL, who played for TKR. I'm seeing a Sunshine Snacks. Folks, my rush feed has no audio. So, folks, let me know if you're watching the game. What do you think Scaloni needs to do? I saw Otamendi came on, folks. Otamendi came on for Cuti Romero. So that's very interesting. I saw Fims Aryan Chowdhury has followed. I really appreciate that, folks. And everybody who's following in the Facebook feed, let me know where you're watching from. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok, folks. So like I said, join in wherever you are. Let me know where you're from. They need more goals, Candice. People in the TikTok, Sivan and everybody else. Sivan is from Malaysia, folks. And then we had Pablo from Argentina a little while ago. So bienvenido, my Argentinian comrades. Welcome. So like I said, folks, it's a hydration break. I'm trying to hydrate. I usually have coconut water from Woodsman, but Woodsman, Ronald, you let me down, Ronald. I had my thing. I'm saying it. I want to let you know. So MD Shohag Sarkar, welcome. So everybody who's been joining in on Facebook, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else. You see the links below as well, because we're trying to get to that 10,000 mark, folks. We want to get that win. We want to get a whole bunch of subscribers because at the end of the World Cup, we have set that goal to get to 10,000. Scaloni, Aymar, and Samuel talking during the hydration break, as they should, folks. And let me know what you think about the hydration break, folks. So we're back. We're back. I'm seeing Medina on the sideline. He looks a little bit annoyed about something. I'm worried. Oh no, the hydration break is still going on. So the Argentina fans are dancing in the VIP section. And wow, I hope that guy doesn't fall. Shakira is there. Don't worry, Shakira. I'll come and check you in a little while. Kessa, like I said earlier, Austria is displaying a lot of speed and has applied a lot of pressure. Correct. Austria are making a game of this tactically. They're set up very sound. They have quality players, folks. It's not like, people say small teams. When you get to this stage, that's no longer the case. Austria doing well tactically to limit Argentina's passing fluidity. And both teams, I think, are managing the game. It's like a chess game, folks. A lot of tactical decisions. And the hydration breaks, folks, it does change the pandemic. I see the Argentines. But I am concerned. I am concerned about Romero coming off. Chat, let me know what you think about that. Do you think it's an injury? Argentina has a deep bench. Medina looks like he's in a little bit of difficulty. I'm seeing Santiago Solari, Lavezzi, Maxi Rodriguez, and Pastore. A shot of those guys. So we're back, 72 minutes in. Argentina applying some pressure and getting a corner now, folks. And I think they're going to like taking that pressure off. And like I said, folks, I did notice this Argentina team is not afraid, apparently, to allow teams to come at them. I wouldn't say they're parking the bus, but they definitely have a dynamic style of play that's very different. And folks, like I said, stay with me after the game. Hopefully I'll be celebrating. We'll have a chat. And usually chat for a couple minutes, and then I have to go and plan for my stream later. So a free header by Nico Gonzalez. He does have that aerial ability, but his finishing is what frustrates Argentines. Nico getting at the end of that header. I spoke about that in the first game and in my match preview of analysis of Argentina on EXTVmedia.com, our website. We partner with SofaScore. He does have that aerial ability, but it's finishing. If Nico Gonzalez can finish those chances, he can be way lethal. So Argentina with 6 attempts on goal, Austria with 5, 2 on target for Argentina, 1 for Austria. Just shows how tight this game is. So yeah, I just saw Lavezzi, Maxi Rodriguez, Pastore, and I can't remember who was the fourth person I saw. Chat, if you saw that chat, you can let me know. So I saw MD has followed, folks. Continue to follow us and let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from and let me know what you think about the game, folks. I am stressed. But I'm coping. So like I said, folks, everybody in the TikTok as well. Let me know if you guys are hearing me okay. Interception Pod and you guys, Scully. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Join me for the conversation after the game. I usually have a little chat with everybody as we wind down. And, just a quick reminder. The songs that you hear at the beginning of all the EXTV shows, it's from two local artists. Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. And Sun Syndicate has been responsible for creating some massive hits in the Trinidad Tobago soca and carnival scene. So, they were kind enough to allow me to use their new track, Champions. So that beautiful song you heard, just a sample of it at the beginning, is from them. So Austria applying some pressure on the wings. Nico Gonzalez is there for that reason. Doing well to not just clear the ball. And like I said, they are applying pressure. Argentina are taking a lot of pressure, but not breaking under the pressure. Enzo intelligently getting his ball between the ball and the player and drawing a foul, which will take some pressure off of Argentina. And we're approaching the 75th minute, folks. So we're seeing the replay. Oh, wow. Nico had a free header there, folks. His finishing, folks. True Believer, welcome, True Believer. I really appreciate the support in the TikTok as well, folks. TikTok, for whatever reason, are telling me, they gave me these little 60-second bans, and they're saying this stream is not even mine. It's me, TikTok. I'm live, and I'm here. So everybody in the chat, I don't know why they did that. And then, the person who reported it, you're a punk, and I hope you know that. So Austria being very frenetic on the bench. They're saying Medina with a foul. Laimer, for the entire game, him and Sabitzer have been going nuts with the ref. Look at him. He's just completely emotional, trying to get under the ref's skin. So let's take a look at the replay. So he fouled Nico Gonzalez. So how does Medina get a yellow? He went in Medina's face, and Medina gets the yellow. That's crazy. Now, Medina is a tough guy. He does not mess around. So they're going to have to be calm and not fall for the Austrian emotional tricks. But I mean, Austria is trying to play that emotional game, but it seems like it's not working with them. And folks, what do you think about the platinum here, folks? Platinum. I just like to do stuff with my hair while I still have it. So, like I said, we need a goal. Kieran Skill has joined. Kieran, welcome, Kieran. Kieran, I wish you were here, man. Kieran, you know, he's a massively talented, if it's the same Kieran. Kieran, you know, we suffer with Argentina as well. So, Kieran, welcome on the TikTok. We TikTok. You know, we're trying to get the followers up as high as possible. So, be sure to like, man, follow, and share it with your people. This is a very cagey game, folks. Very cagey game. 76 minutes in. Ariane has followed. Candice is saying, Medina, contain yourself, please. I hope so. And I hope that we really see out this game. I know it's going to be a close game. I wish, you know, there was a larger gap. But Austria, this is clearly a tactical approach from Argentina. I don't like it, but, you know, Scaloni is the coach. They're not afraid to allow Austria to pass along those areas. And allowing Austria to come. And I think Argentina are trying to play for that counter-attack. I just got the hiccups there, folks. So Argentina, you know, not getting that little bout of possession you would need. Julian trying to press, and Argentina pressing, trying to get to release some of that pressure. Lionel Messi with the ball, holding up the ball well. And him and McAllister linking up well to take that pressure on. Medina trying to slow things down. And I think they're trying to draw Austria in and go on the break. They were playing centrally a lot in the first half. Otamendi coming on, the veteran. Molina not doing well there. Molina giving away the ball there, folks. So, you know, they are giving in a little bit to the pressure. So, Kieran and everybody else in the chat, let me know. So, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but Weimer is coming on for Austria. He's coming on. So, we are in the 78th minute, folks. There's a long time to go. Like I said, make no mistake, Schmidt is coming off for Weimer, 21. So Austria have made their subs. Argentina have clearly adopted a sort of let's come at me bro tactic. And, you know, they are trying to close things down. Austria trying to break through. And Medina, folks, they're getting past that left side. Austria doing well. And Dibu Martinez doing well. Oh my gosh, that's a foot to the head to Emi Martinez. I don't think it was intentional, but come on, you have to protect players. Arnautovic, come on. You didn't want to score goals for Inter. Don't be trying to score for Austria now. Stop it. That's let's see. So Austria doing well to create some space. Yes. Ooh. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. But, you know, they take head injuries very serious in these tournaments now. So, Kieran Skill, welcome, and I hope you follow on TikTok and subscribe as well, Kieran. Great to have you in here, and, you know, share as well, everybody. So, Dimo Martinez saying he's okay. Nico is asking him if he's okay. Lissandro is asking him if he's okay. But, you know, that left defensive side for Argentina. Like I said, folks, a lot of people like Medina. I'm not convinced. So, you know, with Medina, he hasn't fully convinced me, but so far he's done a special, not a spectacular job. I know those guys from Mundo like him a lot. Maybe I'm highly critical because I'm an analyst. So Otamendi getting involved in the play there. Austria not allowing Argentina that fluidity to pass it. But Messi doing well to hold the ball up, spreading the ball out wide to Nico Gonzalez. And I'm impressed with Messi's ability to be physical. But Austria doing well to intercept the passes. So Argentina not getting much in terms of offense, you know, since maybe the second half. I don't know if that's tactical or if that's how they chose to play. But like I said, folks, if you're just joining us, we're in the 80th minute. Argentina 1, Austria 0. There was a lot of action in the first half. A foul on Lautaro Martinez early. And Lionel Messi stepping up but not converting the penalty, but then scoring that beautiful goal. And it has been a cagey game since. Austria has not made the game easy for Argentina. Very physical game. Arnautovic clearly bringing on his physicality. And Lisandro Martinez having a little bit of difficulty, but Medina clearing the ball. Looks like he's getting a little bit of cramp there. So he's trying to pull up. So Leandro Paredes is probably coming on to add that physicality. He may come on for, I think, McAllister, I think. You know, Leandro Paredes has those physical traits. So, you know, they want to lock things down in the middle. So I think Leandro Paredes is going to come on. You know, he had a good season at Boca Juniors. And so he's coming on for DePaul, which makes sense. it makes sense. He's coming on. I see Tagliafico is coming on, so I think that's good to see him. I know he was injured. So I hope, one of my worries when players come back from injury is that you need game time. And when you come on as a defender and you're not up to speed in the game, you could have a couple seconds. So, I'm a little bit worried, but Leandro Paredes and Tagliafico are clearly defensive substitutions. I think they're paying attention to the yellow. I think they saw that they got Austria trying to go down that left side for Argentina. So there's a corner. Sabitzer going to take the corner. Rodrigo de Paul and those guys coming off. I know there's a new rule. So let's see. Come on, guys. Get it out. Well done by Alessandro Martinez. The Butcher. The Butcher. TikTok, what do you think about him? So, Karen, everybody follow. My Rush TV feed has just frozen and just went blank. Wow, Rush. Wow. Wow, Rush. Wow. So, people in the chat, my Rush feed went down. McLean Chekudi. Folks, if there's anybody who has an alternate link, send it to me now because Rush, you are useless. You are useless. Absolutely useless, Rush. Your audio is not working. Now the picture is glitching. Now it's back. Come on, man. Now it's back. It's back. I was going to throw a massive tantrum, folks. So we're 82 minutes in the 82nd minute. And Argentina has brought on Tagliafico, which makes sense to reinforce that left side. And also, Otamendi came on for Romero and Leandro Paredes is on. So clearly he wants to add that physical element in the midfield to reinforce Argentina's midfield. I guess Scaloni saw that Austria was starting to get a little bit too much leeway. Leandro Paredes adds not just that physicality, but that ability to pass. I remember years ago, former Trinidad and Tobago coach Stephen Hart and I spoke about our admiration for Leandro Paredes. He had a good season at Boca Juniors. So it's back up now, but it's glitching. So Austria now going to have to step it up as expected. Molina, please see out that ball. That ball was not out of play. I don't know, ever since a lot of Argentine players don't seem to be very confident when they go to Atletico Madrid, with the exception of Julian. I don't know if it's maybe Cholo's style of play, but Molina, since the World Cup, hasn't been particularly spectacular. He didn't have the greatest season at Atletico, but towards the end, he started to hit form, and then he got injured. So, and then Montiel got injured. So, folks, it's good to see, but I am worried about Romero. Candice is saying I'm taking the 1-0. Karen, welcome. Karen, I'm stressed out, Karen. People in the chat, I'm stressed out. I see McLean Chekuni has subscribed on Facebook as well. So, everybody, we're trying to get to that 10,000 mark, but right now, all I care about is the result. I am stressing. Why is it as an Argentina fan we have to suffer? Why do we have to suffer, folks? To be an Argentina fan and an Inter Milan fan is to suffer, clearly. Is to suffer. So, folks, join us as well. We'll be doing the watch along. It's close to the end. 5 more minutes of regulation time. Maybe a little more minutes of a little more than 5 minutes. And maybe, I don't think there were too much stoppages. So Enzo Fernandez is putting a little pressure, which is good to see, to force them back a little bit. Tagliafico is on. I'm always worried when defenders come back from injury and come into a game really late because, when you don't play it for a while, you're sometimes a little bit of step off. You come into a game that's intense as this. It's a little bit worrying. So Tagliafico did have an injury, the Leon captain. He goes about his job very quietly. So there's an advert. I don't think there's a hydration break, so I don't know why I'm seeing an advert now. Karen, it's not good for my heart, but we always make it. Karen, I know. Karen, you want to come to the next watch along in EXTV Studios? We have a world audience. Kevin is a massively talented ball skill player. My rush screen, what is going on? You guys are going on and off. Stop it. Why does that only happen for the Argentina games? Come on, I can't recommend you guys if this is what you all are doing. The last game I missed about 10-12 minutes of the game. What's happening? So for the next game, I'm definitely going to have to get another provider, folks. I'm definitely going to have to get another provider. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I didn't even get commentary for this game. Every single game, folks. I've watched every game. And for the 2 Argentina games so far, there's been massive technical issues. I don't know why. So Argentina with a long ball. Could this be number 2 for Argentina? Nico Gonzalez never scores, man. This guy never finishes. He never finishes. My gosh. Nico Gonzalez always get chances and he never... This is what I spoke about, folks. That chance could have killed off the game. Now Austria has a chance. Arnautovic is in there for his aerial ability. You need Leandro Paredes now to really get in and get stuck in. It's a bit of a mismatch in height with Arnautovic and Lisandro. Julian Alvarez, look, you could see Julian Alvarez is still a bit injured. Tagliafico using experience. But come on, Nico, you have to take those chances. He has his speed, he gets into attacking areas, but he doesn't finish. And now Austria is on the attack. You know, you don't want to concede a goal. My gosh, Nico. My gosh. So, Keron on TikTok, yeah, man, I would love to come for the next game. Yeah, Keron, you definitely are most welcome here. Keron and I were in the last World Cup final. We did at Smokey and Bunty that got about, 700,000 views globally. A lot of love from the Argentina public. So, anybody from Argentina in here. So, folks, this is a tense finish, folks. This is a tense finish. Argentina could have probably put the nail in the coffin with that second goal. But Nico Gonzalez, this is what frustrates people about Nico Gonzalez. He gets into attacking areas. He is coming back. Tagliafico doing well. This is why we miss Tagliafico. He looks so much more composed at left back for me than Medina. Scaloni always hydrating as well. I usually have coconut water. Ronald, what's happening? Ronald supplies me with my coconut water. He hasn't. Ronald, come on. You have let down all my international viewers. So no coconut water, no promo. Sorry. No freebies on this thing. The only guy who gets massive promotions is Getmore, who did our chat. So, folks, like I said, we're approaching the 90th minute. Very tense game. Very tense game. If somebody tells me right now we'll get 1-0, I will take it. Like I said, this Argentina is a team that's not afraid. Messi gesturing to Julian. I don't know if it's a tactical thing because Julian is not pressing and he came back from an injury, so he has to pace himself. Enzo is full of energy. He's been running all game. We need a fully fit Enzo and McAllister for this tournament. In fact, we need the whole squad. What am I saying? Messi doing well to steal the ball there. Pick the pocket of the Austrian player. I can't see his number. Doing well to keep some possession. Very calm distribution to Enzo. So this is what Argentina needs to do. This is, oh my goodness. Paredes got his pocket picked by Arnautovic. Otamendi winning the ball, but drawing a foul. So, we have to be careful, folks. It's very, very much a bunch of nitpicking and fighting towards the end. Otamendi winning the initial tackle, but I think it was a strategic foul to apply that pressure because we know Austria is going to come at Argentina now. We know they're going to come at Argentina now, folks. Folks in the TikTok, everybody, keep my TikTok alive because, the first couple TikToks, there's some issues. They said, I got 10,000 likes one day and then all of a sudden TikTok said this is not my stream. So, I really want people to support. So, Keron, Austria with a ball whipped in and in the safe hands of Emmy. Emmy using all his experience to keep the ball, gesturing to his players. Interestingly enough, a long ball. Good distribution to Nico. Excellent control. Argentina keeping possession, drawing a foul. Ref saying play on Messi with a very accurate long ball out wide. Julian Alvarez trying to get that shot off, but well marked by Austria. So this is what Argentina need. We need them in this area. To kind of put the pressure back on Austria and not also get that counter-attack. We don't want to lose the ball high up the pitch and we get a counter-attack. We know Otamendi is not a very pacey player. We know Austria, Arnautovic is not a pacey player. But Austria do have a couple players that do have those quick combinations. Otamendi using his experience. McAllister getting the full 90 minutes. Enzo and McAllister put in a real shift. Tagliafico going up. Going out wide to Nico. Nico spreading the play as he was brought on to do. Taking on his man. Should be a foul for Nico. All right. So there's a foul. So 5 minutes of extra time. Nico is coming back from an injury. I guess he's going to milk this time as much as possible. I guess much to the aggravation. So let's see the replay. Yes. He did well to draw the foul. Folks, you all who watch these games. Now, I know obviously if you're a fan of the opposition team, these things will annoy you. But those boots are really thin. By the way, check out my Adidas Croc. By the way, people were asking. Those things hurt, folks. Those aluminum studs, when they step on you, they hurt. So Lionel Messi is coming off, I guess. He got the full night. Oh, no, he's still on. I think if Argentina had a wider lead, he would have stayed on. So Argentina has to be careful here, folks, because as an analyst, I could tell you, when you look at this, Argentina, and when you have a set piece, there is a susceptibility for a counter-attack. So Argentina is going to have to be very careful. Do they put it directly in the box and go for the header? Or do they just put it back to Nico Gonzalez? Far post. Austria doing well to get it out. They don't want the counter-attack, which is what I'm afraid of. Otamendi with a strategic foul there. Okay, I think Argentina got away with on there. The ref looked at it and said nothing. So I saw Adelino Fernandinho Vicente Coelho has followed. Welcome. Wow, what a name. I love it. Let me know where you're from. And for people who are following on Facebook, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. We will be giving away prizes to random fans. And Argentina, there's a foul here now. Paredes, I guess, doing what he's supposed to do to be physical, stopping that counter-attack and drawing a yellow. He is not afraid to get physical, and he got that yellow card. And they have to be careful to not be reckless and see out this game, folks. Wow, folks, wow, this is the longest 5 minutes of my life. As an Argentina fan, we don't get to experience it. So I'm sure Austria is going to put it into the box, out wide. Well won by Otamendi. And Otamendi applying his physical game. I think the ref giving a call against Argentina was a bit dodgy. He looks very mad. But of course, protesting. Austria looking to put men into the box here. So another free kick for Austria, folks. So can Argentina see this out, folks? We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the extra time. Can Argentina see it out? That looks a little bit like a dive. So welcome Adelino and everybody else. Wow, folks, I am under stress. TikTok people in the TikTok live. Karen, everybody. Austria whips it in. Heading inside the box. Arnautovic using his height there, I think. No, not Arnautovic. I'm sorry. So, Argentina Austria making a game of this, folks. And I'm not surprised. I said this in the preview. And you will never get arrogance from me, folks. I will always stay because I understand the game. This is a difficult game. So, out jumping Otamendi. And Martinez and Molina having the awareness. Wow, this game is not settling the way I like. I would have loved for Argentina to just kill this game off. McAllister with a bit of a chance, trying to release Leo, but Austria, man, they are not giving Argentina a break. Going down that side, they're going to go aggressive at Argentina now. They're going to have to watch. They have Arnautovic in the box. He has that aerial ability. A bit of a 1-2. They tried that French 1-2 that they did in the World Cup, but Otamendi reading it well. Not liking this, folks. Well blocked by Leandro Paredes. Lionel Messi with the ball up front. There are two Argentina players. Can Messi get the ball to them? He can. Can Julian Alvarez finish? He can't. Argentina still with a chance. The ball still with Messi. Austria. Lionel! Is that Lionel? Lionel Messi with the second goal, folks. Lionel! Yes! Argentina 2-0. The nail in the coffin for Austria. What a game. Julian Alvarez, everybody was scrapping, and Lionel Messi getting that crucial second goal, folks. That crucial second goal. Yes, folks. My goodness, what a way to end this game, folks. Austria, my goodness. You guys made this game tough, folks. You guys could leave this game. I could understand your frustration. And Lionel Messi with now his second goal in this game. He could have had a hat-trick if he scored that, folks. I was stressed. I thought Julian Alvarez, maybe a sharper Julian Alvarez would have scored. Kudos to Austria for making that. But Messi with such composure. I actually thought he kept the ball way too long. So in the dying minutes, Lionel Messi once again with a moment of magic, scoring that second goal, securing that 6 points for Argentina to secure their place in the second round. So Lionel Messi with an intricate pass to Julian Alvarez. Leandro Paredes was in the box. Julian saved. Leandro Paredes smartly putting it back to Messi. Messi with crowded players, with a rebound, doing well. It's amazing how we got that goal in. It's amazing. I mean, I feel sorry for Austria. As a defender, you're all in the right positions. And, as they say, you have to buy a ticket to win the lottery. and not just pure determination. I see the anguish on the Austrian player, and with all due respect, I understand that. There's a little baby celebrating there. I love his outfit. A lot of people have been asking me where I get my gear. We'll talk about that. So, Athena, you're saying no, but I'm saying yes. Vamos, Argentina. That's what we're talking about, folks. It's a tough game. I knew it was going to be a tough game. And Argentina getting that crucial second goal, making Austria pay, because Austria played to get that equalizer. And now, Argentina could see things out. It's 6 minutes into extra time. I think Argentina just going to see it out. No injuries. Lionel Messi relaxed. Maybe Julian Alvarez could get a bit of a shot here. Messi looks confident. He did get a foul, so Argentina drawing a foul. So listen, folks, even I had some concerns about Messi's physique. I look at Inter Miami every game. Moses Muvami, welcome, folks. Drop those subscribes. Argentina. Wow, there's a lady in the fan 100 years old. Well done. We should all be so fortunate to live that long, and she looks healthy. And, the Argentina fans are celebrating. Muchachos! Come on. Can Argentina get a third? Do they need a third? It would be a nice cherry on top. Lionel Messi, he's a guy it's a good way out, but it's Lionel Messi. He's probably going to go for goal. I think once this free kick is done, the game is done, folks. I think once this free kick is done, the game is done. Messi's probably going to go for goal. Who knows with this guy? He takes a low shot and it wasn't that far off, folks. So, it's good. Well played, Austria, but vamos Argentina. Correct, Lara. Yes, vamos Argentina. Yes. So the game is done, folks. The game is done. Let me stop my clock. Argentina, 2. Austria, 0. And folks, with all due respect to Austria, excellent game tactically. You all had me nervous for the entire 90 minutes. Once you're an Argentina fan, you have to suffer. Oh, my goodness, folks. I could relax a little bit. I can relax, folks. 2-0. So Argentina have secured qualifications with a brace from Lionel Messi. I think, James and I will do our reaction afterwards. You could check that out. Everybody in the TikTok as well. Be sure to share with your friends. The reason why I say that, I got 10,000 likes on TikTok on my Trinidad Tobago stream, and then for whatever reason there was somebody tried to do a ban or whatever because they're saying it's not my stream, it's me. So everybody who's in the TikTok, be sure to like and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and all these things. But folks, let's talk about the game. Full time, Argentina 2, Austria 0, and Austria played well, folks. Austria played well. I could sit back a little bit and recline in my seat. Oh my goodness, I could relax, folks. I could finally relax. Lionel Messi, man, what a special player. We are so privileged to see this guy at 38. This guy is at 38 doing this, folks. He's at 38 doing this, and I have to be honest, this guy is at 38 and he's doing this, folks. Chat, everybody, Moses, everybody in the Facebook. Andre Sooklal, ole, Andy, are you all in Houston? My family's in Houston. I see they're supporting. I appreciate that. Andre Sooklal, Andy. Messi, the old man, is still the best. Yes, this man is special, folks. I was worried. I looked at all the Inter Miami games. The other Argentine strikers are definitely going to have to, I thought Nico should have put his chance away. Julian Alvarez is coming back from that injury, so he's a little off. But, it's not just the goals, but how influential. I know a lot of people are ready to jump on him for the penalty miss. So, but his character to bounce back, folks. To bounce back. I don't want to stay out of frame too long. Let me come back in there. So, like I said, folks, Candice, I had that score in the back of my mind. I was hoping for a 2-0. I make no mistake, folks. I'm not one of those arrogant Argentina fans. I know every game is difficult. You take one game at a time. People talking about the finals. Folks, you have to get there. I've been watching football way too long. I know some of you got spoiled because Argentina gets a lot of finals. So the fans are applauding. I have a couple concerns, and we'll have our usual chat after the game where everybody... Rocket, Willa, Nurse. Welcome, Rocket. Messi, not Mercy. Welcome. So Rocket, folks, is a massive, passionate, patriotic Trinidad and Tobago fan. He's one of the guys, when you go to a Trinidad and Tobago game and you see him with the flag, you see him walking around. So the Argentina fans are celebrating. Yes. Vamos, Argentina. Muchachos. I wanted to sing the anthem, folks. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. So, folks, Argentina have secured their spot into the knockout stages at the cost of Austria with a brace of Messi. So let's have the conversation, folks, the post-match talk and lime, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, for our foreigners. That's what we say, hanging out. We saw a lot of people following on the Facebook stream, the TikTok as well. Everybody on TikTok, Lars, and everybody, I saw the likes are going up. So the only reason, last time it was on 10,000. I see my nose is getting all stuffy. This time it's on 92 because TikTok, for whatever reason, was saying that this is not my stream. So like I'm saying, folks, continue to support us. We're trying to get to that 10,000 likes on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, folks. We're trying to get there. We're going crazy. We are already in the 3,000 mark, as you can see on the screen there. So that's our World Cup goal, folks. Everybody out there, get your friends and family. And, I know a lot of my family in the stream as well. So welcome, Rocket. It's a pleasure to have Rocket in here and Kieran as well. So everybody in the chat as well, we will have our customary chat. And if you have any questions as well and thoughts, like I said, folks, a lot of people have been asking me about my gear. You could head over to Instagram and we're done. And check out the latest EXTV shoot. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm not a model, folks, but I have some cool gear from Adidas. Kester Drayton, Lionel Messi, the greatest player of all time. Yeah, wow, what a player. And not just for the goal scoring, but the fact that, that penalty miss would have broken a lot of players. And I did see it affected the team, but to show that character, Austria gave Argentina a hard time in that game. And, I do have, like I said, I'm taking one game at a time. I understand it's very difficult to win back-to-back. I'm not even entertaining that conversation. I've been watching this football for too long. It's game by game for me. And, I'm seeing Candice join on TikTok as well. So everybody join everywhere. Andy, which is my brother, and Nyla and Lara who are watching. Let me know where you all are. I may come to the States and go to some of those fan zones with James, and we will do some IRL streams. I show speed style and walk around. I don't know if my brother will still be there, but I have a lot of my people in Miami. Miami's like my second home now. I've been there so much. I have a lot of friends. Thomas Rongan from Inter Miami. Thomas, everybody. Phil Shane, who does commentary as well. Shout out to him and those guys at Inter Miami. Carl, my camera guy in Miami. Everybody as well. Everybody. So everybody in here, let me know where you're from, where you're watching the game from. What do you think about the game? Rocket Wilderness, the GOAT of football. He is, folks. This guy is special. I know a lot of people have their opinions, and that's fine. That's okay. But, for me, it's kind of obvious. I didn't wear the long sleeve today, folks. I wore the home kit. I must express my disappointment at Rush. So, like everybody in the chat, let's have a conversation. I usually chat for a couple minutes before I wrap up. And I want to say before you all go, that song you hear in all the EXTV intros, that sounds amazing. It's from two Trinidad Tobago artists, Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. And Sun Syndicate has been responsible, and I'll let you all do the research for some of Trinidad Tobago's massive hits. For those of you who like your carnival music and so on. And they were graceful enough to let me use that song. It's called Champions. It's a beautiful World Cup song. It's at the beginning. It's just a snippet. And maybe as the tournament goes along, maybe I could ask them to perform a halftime show, folks. We'll be doing some watch-alongs. I will be trying to do the England watch-along with Terry Fennick, the former 1986 England player who played with Maradona. He was in his studio. I may go on location tomorrow. It's a lot of setting up. It's a lot of work. So your support means a lot, folks. Your support means a lot. It takes a lot of work, and I really appreciate connecting with everybody right now. And, following and subscribing and getting the subscribers up, folks. So Argentina, folks. Argentina, let me pull up some stats here. Let's talk statistics. So I have, I'm like I said, folks, I'm alone today. So I have my touchscreen here. So I want to read out some of the SofaScore stats. We have a wonderful partnership with them. So I saw Moses and I saw Rocket as well. Now we get in that 4th star. I would love to get that 4th star. So we'll see. So let's see. Argentina, Austria. Let's read out some stats, folks. And James and I will be doing our daily watch-alongs as well. So according to SofaScore, we have a partnership with. Let me get the stats. So the attacking momentum was pretty even. Tanjid Hossein. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Welcome. For those of you, everybody who's following on Facebook, which is crazy. We're live on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I really am humbled by this. Be sure to subscribe to the other channels as well. So let's read out the stats really quickly. I'm going to pull this up on my latest touchscreen. So there we go. Statistics, Argentina 54, ball possession 54. So, this Argentina tactically is a team that's not going to allow much possession You know, in terms of domination, they're not afraid. Sometimes it's 50-50, so they're not afraid. Argentina's shot map. Argentina with 12 shots total. Austria with 6. And Lionel Messi, of course, with a super score rating of 9.2. I'm guessing he didn't get 10 because of the missed penalty. And, you know, there's not much else to say. I'll just, you know, chat with everybody else as well in the chat. I know it's winding down. If you all want me to do other games, let me know. We'll be doing our daily wrap-ups as well with James. And maybe Shaka may pop on. We'll have guests like Kenwin Jones, Terry Fennick, and everybody else in studio. A lot of people said they would come along. So let me know where you all are watching this game. And like I said, continue to support us by following us on all the socials on the screen. It really helps the channel. You can now do donations. Get More. I want to say a special shout out to Get More, who made that donation earlier in the chat. And everybody else, if you want to purchase merchandise from EXTV, it's delivered globally. So you can get it anywhere you want, hoodies and stuff like that. It really helps the channel, folks. It really helps. And I want to say a special thank you to everybody in the stream right now, because this is not possible without you all. You all make this possible. The following and the subscribers going up, as you can see on the screen there. It's already crossed 3,100. It really helps me do this. It's a lot of work to do this, folks. And I do this because of you all. And we are creating a wonderful community that is global, which I have now dubbed the EXTV Ultras, which I'll be putting on the merch store as well. So like I said, folks, Athena, Iraq versus France, whatever you all want, Athena. If people give me enough, I'll do them. I'll do a lot of those. So why not, Athena? So like I said, folks, everybody who was in the stream today, I really appreciate that. And I'll probably spend a couple more minutes as well to wrap things up. And I appreciate, let me know if you all heard me okay, if you all like the stream and how it looks. I'm in EXTV studio. I have to go and set up with Terry Fennick to do the England game tomorrow at a location. So hopefully it works. As you see, folks, there's a lot of technical issues that's involved in this, and I'm handling all this by myself today. And, you know, continue to support the TikTok as well. If you're not on it live, go afterwards. And continue to show likes and get follows. We want that 10,000 mark, folks. And you could head over to extvmedia.com, where we partnered with SofaScore, where I did my analysis of the Argentina team. So you can take a read of that as well. And lots of cool content and funny content on social media. And of course, when you all are done, you could take a look at the Terry Fennick watch along with a 1986 player who played for England, Terry Fennick, Tottenham, QPR. The jersey he wore where he played against Diego Maradona, he brought it in the studio here, folks. What an honor that was. And he had the signatures. That's the jersey that Maradona and all those guys, you know, that's crazy. What an honor it is to have somebody like that. Trinidad Tobago, you know, we need to treat, you know, these guys have played amazingly well. And, you know, Terry has shown this show a lot of love. So, you know, I really appreciate that, Terry. Rocket will earn us. We need to meet to do some interchange. Of course, folks. So, folks, Rocket is that guy. If you love Trinidad Tobago, he's one of the most patriotic fans. You see him with the flag, and he does a lot of content. And, of course, we have the Interception Pod. We had these guys supporting me at the beginning of the stream. Scully, and We Are Biased. So, I'm probably going to try to bring these guys in the studio. I know Interception Pod is doing a lot of cool content at TGI, so I may go and join those guys. I usually buy wings, but I didn't go this time. So a lot of love to you guys. So Rocket, yes. So folks, before I go, that QR code on the screen there, if you want to keep up to speed on EXTV, the schedule for the World Cup, the watch-alongs, if you want to go to get any information on purchasing merchandise and all these things and all that, scan the QR code and you will enter the EXTV WhatsApp group. And when you do all those things and you follow and subscribe, you will get all your updates and keep up to speed, so you'll know when the streams are and when we have contents and watch along and daily news wrap-ups. You automatically qualify for a chance to win a jersey of your choice, club or country, a copy of EAFC, and things like that. So I just saw Joster Kaviu. So everybody in the Facebook, let me know, drop a comment, let me know where you're from. What do you think about the game? Are you supporting Argentina? What do you think about the penalty miss? Messi, man, what about it? Messi. Come on, I know you guys are singing it. And I did promise, I actually do know the ending for the Argentine national team. I'm not a singer, folks. I was going to sing it on screen. But Rush, there's no audio, Rush. My God. What's wrong with you guys? So Joshua File, you must be the happiest man alive. I'm very happy, Joshua, in the TikTok right now. Josh, you know, TikTok, for whatever reason, gave my stream. They said the stream wasn't my stream, so I really appreciate the support. I saw the likes on TikTok have gone up. On Facebook, it has gone up as well. I saw a lot of followers on TikTok as well. And Rocket, so Rocket, I'm going to have to send you my phone number because I've been a bit of a ghost for a long time. So like I said, folks, be sure to joining all those things. The QR code on the screen, you could see that. I don't think the TikTok people are seeing it. So everybody as well, Joshua Filet, and I will be doing some gaming content as well. I'm trying. Anybody in the chat, did you all get the FIFA game for Netflix? It's supposed to be available globally. I tried my VPN. It's not working. I want to play some people, and I will be playing the FIFA game as well. And a couple of people have challenged me as well. So like I said, folks, Argentina won 2-0. They are now 6 points. And, they secured their spot into the knockout stages. So they will play the winner, I think the second place team, I think in the group with Spain and Uruguay. So as it stands, we don't know who that second place team is going to be because Uruguay drew their games. So who knows how that's going to go. And, that group is a bit complicated right now. So we'll see, even Spain is not sure, but then we have the best third place team. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the World Cup so far. A lot of people have been asking about my merch. But like I said, I'm going to wrap things up. If I don't see any more questions, I'll probably wrap things up there because I need a rest. I put a lot of work into this. And like I said, you will be seeing the schedules in the YouTube community. And when you scan that WhatsApp, that barcode, you will get all the schedules for all the watch-alongs. And if you have suggestions, let me know. I listen to everybody and I pay attention and I will do it. Let me know your thoughts and check out all the content. And also feel free to have a laugh. We'll have our TikTok videos. We have our bandwagonists weather report. You could check that out as well on TikTok. Lots of fun, different content, folks. So everybody, I really appreciate the likes on the TikTok. I see this time, I think it worked this time. Everything was okay. I don't know why TikTok did that to me last time, but I'm live. And I'm going to wrap things up. And before I go, that song at the end, it's not just some song. It's from a local artist, Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. And Sun Syndicate is a well-respected producer, folks, in Trinidad and Tobago. So all of you who like your soca and those kind of music, he produced a lot of good songs, and I may bring them to do a performance. What do you all think about that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna invite them to do a performance. What do you all think? And I will put the link. So I know a lot of people like the song, so I'm gonna wrap things up, folks. And if anybody has anything else to say, what I'd like to say is Vamos Argentina! Lionel Messi, folks. Lionel Messi. Leo, what can I say about this guy? What can I say about this guy, folks? So James will be back for the Scotland watch-along. Athena says, let's do a France. Why not? I'll do it. If that's what you want, Athena, I'll do it. I'm not limited to the Argentina games. It's a lot of work to do, folks. So, I really appreciate the shares and likes and, get your family, friends, dog, or whatever to join in. There's people all over the planet, so I really appreciate that. And I know there were some people from Argentina, so welcome. And continue to support. As you can see on the graphic on the screen there, we've crossed the 3,100 mark. So, we're trying to get to 5,000 and 10,000 at the end of the World Cup. That's the goal, folks. That's the goal. So, folks, I think I'm going to wrap things up. I'm a little bit tired. So, like I said, I'm going to say Vamos Argentina and thank you very much. And I'm going to play the song for you and look out for the next watch along tomorrow. I have to set it up. I hope it works okay with Terry and myself. It's going to be on location. So, we hope it holds out. So, like I said, folks, here's the EXTV outro from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. And folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm now going to celebrate outside madly. So let's go.
Wow.